Bust down Pantheonas. What's going on? Yes,
Hey
yes. I
y'all.
let Tina in to talk again, y'all. I
Oh my
apologize ahead
God.
of time. I apologize. We let her in the house. No, for real. She dreads me. Tina in the house tonight, filling in for Chill. Darius will be in with us shortly. Y'all know what to do. Hop in the chat, smash the like. Let's get folks in here. Who we got so far? Johnny Rastafar, Andre Ware. What up? What up, both of y'all? Profess. What up, dog? Buck Money, Lawrence, Raptor Cloak. What's going on, y'all? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Good
Tina, how you
Thursday.
feeling?
I'm feeling good. Tomorrow's my birthday, guys.
Oh, happy birthday, Eve.
Getting old. If we're here by midnight, yeah.
Eve. What you 20 something? Was you 20 something?
I'm almost 50, man.
Yeah, leave it there. Nah. Quit playing around, man. Stop playing.
I'll be 42. I'll be 42.
Hey, man, that's a blessing. That is a blessing
Yep.
for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. Yep.
We need to stop. We need to put the stigma off being old. You know,
Yeah. That's
Josh
what,
has a real bad thing about being old. You know, he's 43, and so it be on his back real bad. You know what I'm saying? He be self conscious about it. So I want more people to feel confident about their age. You know, it's an accomplishment.
that's why I tell my age. I don't have no shame.
No, for sure.
40. 40s are good. 40s, you get to the time frame where you just kind of chill. You say what you feel, you
You
know.
still young enough to live life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't dead. You ain't no coffin.
That's right.
Right. It's scared of them 40s, 20 years from now. You know. Anywho, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We got the perpetual scoop from other side from Tina over here with Damson Idris in this Black Panther role. We're gonna have to dig into it and see what's going on, see what's what. We still throwing up smoke signals if it's Damson, and then Marvel's still mum, but everybody in Hollywood seem to want it to be him, or at least the trades, right? So we'll talk about that a little bit. The Michael Jackson biopic, also discuss that. I think the trailer dropped today. That shit looks awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll break it down. We'll
I
talk about it.
literally just watched it 10 minutes ago.
Dog, I like it a lot. I like the side by side comparisons that people are doing with the actual thriller footage. I mean, that dog looks. You know what I'm saying?
Cinematography is like, you can tell this is going to be like they want it to be big.
Shout out to Antoine Fuqua.
Pourquoi?
I also wanted to point out what real genetics, within a family look like, because I think when we get to talking about the descendants of Michael Jackson, we just be looking past a few things. Anywho, and then also we're gonna talk about the Doomsday trailer coming out, some of the synopsis about Dr. Doom and him being handicapped or handy able, whatever we call it these days. So we'll discuss it all. I don't know. I kind of want to hold some of these back for Darius. I know he's a Mike
Yeah,
Jack
hold it for
fan.
him there. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the T'Challa thing. He gonna hop in. Hold on, let me look. We got some more topics than just them three. Let me see.
Or we could talk about something non-interesting, maybe politics
Oh
until
yeah, no,
Darius gets here or
I got
something.
something in the tuck for sure. Let's see what we got here. Get back to the Chizat. Turn this damn speaker off. What's going on with y'all, chat? How we doing? Johnny said you
Bad.
look 28ish. See, that's what time I was on. I was like 20 something.
Yeah,
20 something.
nah. I
You,
still
you,
get
you
carded.
see? Yeah, you can claim it. Ride with it. Till somebody call you out on it. Star Trek, Paramount, Skydance.
Y'all
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
cover the Damson T'Challa situation last week? We just running it back?
So I think this one is more so of the media craze after the fashion show. They talked about the fashion show a little bit on the weekly show, I think, and Darius made a video about it. And so now a lot of the media apparatus, even people online, have kind of picked up on it. New Rock Stars made a video on it. I know a lot of people in the chat have seen that. Didn't really care for that one. Frankie,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she made
Yeah.
a video. She's not pro recast, but she made a video about it. I believe. No. Her. Never mind. My bad. I'm off. She made a video about something completely different. She was talking about Tyler Perry.
Okay.
She made me think. You made me think about you when she was talking. That's what sparked it in my mind. But no, the new Rockstars one was very much. I feel like it was fair up until maybe like the last like 3 minutes or so. It got very corporate. Got very
That's why I said I
weird
felt like she was fair. I felt like she honestly covered all bases. I felt like she kept it kind of fair.
most of the way. It wasn't until the very end where her bias starts showing, and she's like, "Well, we actually don't even need a T'Challa." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, you lost me. You lost me, chick. You lost it." Um, so a couple things I know we can talk about before we get in here. Paramount got a hit list. They got a hit list. So they got a list of actors that they will not do work with. That is ran by Baby Ellison, little Ellison Jr., David Ellison. Let's get the official read here on it. What they say. Paramount Skydance, helmed by David Ellison, reportedly has a list of actors and filmmakers to never work with, relating to the individual's stance on Israel, which would continue with the merge. Any DC act, or excuse me, a number of DC actors have openly been pro-Palestine. Blah, yeah, we know that. Hell, James Gunn. I mean, there's one thing you can say about the man. He doesn't seem to be pro-colonialism, so I can at least give him that. But so yeah, let's talk a little bit. I think for me, this type of stuff, when you can allow it to be leaked, right? Because they're not getting a quote on all this. Is probably some inside source. But when it's that blatant that people can surmise it that way, like, okay, this is the list of folks, you're very forward with it. And so I feel like politically, our pendulum tends to swing to and fro, right? And while it's swinging, certain behaviors become acceptable,
Of course.
right? So even when it's swinging in our favor, there's still a bit of extreme reaction that is allowable in that moment. Protests, things of that nature, right? Same thing when it go the other way. When we go into racist bigot land, there really is there's no breaks, right? And so right now they feel like they have the power, they have the influence, they buying up all the social media, they buying
Yep.
up all the networks. They like, okay, now is our time to flex our muscle. I don't feel like this is something, number one, is going to benefit your shareholders. So it's not like they own Paramount. You just running it. Like you at the helm. Okay. Right now, Paramount's in a very good sweet spot with their middle of America, older men type content. And I
Yeah.
even enjoy some of the shows they got on
Mm-hmm.
Paramount. Even at that, it's a very thin line. Who are the
Right.
stars right now on Paramount's network? You got Sly, got Sylvester Stallone. What's bodyguard's name? Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. You got Jeremy Renner,
Yep.
right? Um, I'm trying to stop before I get to somebody that's under 40 years old.
Right. Right.
Right? I think Renner in his 50s. So like you walk in a very, very thin line right now. Those guys have shelf lives. You haven't really proven that you can grow your audience because your audience is they let's just say they're not spring chickens, right? Like they're
Right.
a little bit longer in the tooth. So I don't know how far they can actually push into this. I guess is the point I'm making. Like this all sounds good right now while they feel like they're up and they're winning. Administration changes, social climate
Are they winning
changes.
though? Are
I mean,
they
that's
winning?
you when you make moves like this, you feel like you winning. You must feel like it. Something's happening to make you feel like you up.
What Paramount movies came out this year that kind of like, because I didn't
Ooh,
research
good
this
question.
topic to kind of get like on it, because I was gonna cover it. I got a DC video coming up soon that I was gonna like really dig into it. So I haven't done a lot of research
Mhm.
on it yet. But I'm like, maybe they feel confident because they probably really feel like they're about to get Warner Brothers. I think they feel that way. I think they feel very confident that they're about to
See,
get this.
I feel like the very reason why they're confident, and um the very reason why they're in a position one of the leading contenders to do it, is the reason why it's not gonna happen. I got a list of the movies up here, but the
Hmm.
comment on that though, it's an ego thing, right? Like Zaslav didn't get where he's at bending over and taking it lying down. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you're not going to force me into doing something that's not advantageous for me. And so if the deal isn't right, I think they'll just hold out, right? Like how long can you hold that over my head? Is we in the back half of 2025. You got two more. You've already now the realization is setting in. That's why this whole ballroom shit is happening. He's realizing, oh no, they're not gonna let me stay. Like
Right.
I thought I was gonna find a way to stay. They not gonna let me stay. It's going terrible. So let me get everything in that I can right now before I have to relinquish all this power back and they try to come after my ass again.
Right.
And so I
Hmm.
think again, Paramount is in a position right now where if Warner Brothers was to sell within the next 2 years, it seems like any sale outside of Paramount is going to get held up by the SEC. So why, if I'm David Zaslav, why would I not just take the 2 years and wait until a better deal arises?
Because
Am I really
I
in that
think
big
he
of a
wants
rush?
off of it. I think he wants off of it. I don't. David Zazoff came in with a mission to raise the stock value and get in and get out. I don't think he cares.
But he
I think
didn't.
they've
I don't
already
think he
made a
meant to
backdoor
take.
deal.
I don't think he meant to take pennies on the dollar though. And I think that's probably what Paramount is coming with. The idea was come in, strip the company down for all it's worth, make a killing, and then throw it to the wolves. But he ain't made shit. He ain't made a damn thing off of Warner Brothers yet. So like
Right.
there had to be an end game of this actually turning some sort of success for him. And so to come to this point and have to like just be at the behest of the Cheeto president, I don't feel like at least if I know guys with egos, that's probably why the sale's been held up to this point. Now you think about other players like Netflix and Apple and NBC. I hope Netflix don't cut in there, but I feel like if those deals were going to happen, they would have happened by now. I feel like the main thing is maybe he wants to sell to Paramount, but the price isn't right. The deal isn't right because they're being forced in that direction, and for that
Yeah.
reason, I feel like it gets held up
Now this thing is going to get sold and it's going to Paramount.
before Christmas.
I believe these guys done went down to Mar-a-Lago, sat, had dinner, played golf all weekend, and they already got this thing figured out. They gonna put these new stories out saying, "Oh, we rejected them 3 times. It's too low," to get other competitors to come in here and push the price up. That kid who is running Paramount now has endless money. They gonna do what they got to do to close this. This is. I
And
think the
that's
deal's been done.
maybe I don't think that necessarily. I hope it hasn't, at least, but
Yeah.
let's say it is. Let's say it goes
Hmm.
to Paramount before Christmas, and that's what it is. James Gunn's out of there, and probably a whole bunch of other people. We restart
I
the
think
DC
James gonna
universe.
stay for a minute, but I think after a while you're gonna start seeing a.
If they got a hit list, the guy who put Netanyahu's likeness in his movie is got to be top five. He got to be top five. It's like there's no way he's getting down with the way that he getting down right now. Oh, you can direct, but you ain't
Yeah.
the head of shit.
I think he's a
Um,
company guy though. I think James Gunn knows how to come in and kind of play the game a little bit to get him to where he wants to get. Um, I don't think he would come in and like try to fight the system. I think he tell me what the system is and I'm gonna work in it for
that's the thing
a
though.
period of
Like I
time.
feel like once they identify you, and we're not now we kind of stepping out of the Hollywood box and we talking about like organizationally the
Right.
Zionist movement. I feel like once they identify you, there really is no more. Ain't no coming back. Like we asked you to bend the knee the first time, you showed us what you own. So now we just trying to spend money to get you up out of here. At least that's been the political relationship with people who
Right.
oppose APAC and the ADL and stuff like that. So um I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't feel like billionaires like to be embarrassed. Right. And
Right.
right now, if Zaslav has to sell to Paramount, maybe it's a mix, right? Maybe since he's saving, he's going with the deal anyways. Maybe he's saving face by holding out. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
look, we'll just kick this can down the road a little bit so I can look
Yeah.
better. Maybe, that's possible. Either way we cut it, I don't think that's enough to make the company successful, right? You're grabbing completely antithetical content and you're going to try and marry it together, right? Like that's number one. Euphoria and Yellowstone on the same app is the most confusing thing you could ever say to me, right? And that's just with existing content. How are you going to continue to make that type of content? How are you going to continue to please a Game of Thrones, a Euphoria audience with the stuff that you're making on Paramount right now?
Right.
It just doesn't even make sense from a business standpoint. It feels like with all this talk about them potentially doing a hostile takeover if the
Yeah, I
sale
saw
doesn't
that.
go through and stuff, like it's like this clearly doesn't make business sense. This is more of a ideological purchase, to just put it lightly, right?
Yeah.
Like not trying to get too deep into politics right now, but this is more of an ideology, more of an ideological thing than it is, oh, this makes money sense, let's put these companies together.
Right.
Which I
I
don't know if that makes it last.
I think because I'm thinking like who else really wants it enough? Like if Apple wants it, Apple will put the price up and get it. I don't think they want to sell it to Apple. I think they want this to go to Paramount.
I want
I think if it
Comcast
goes
to get it, man.
anywhere else, Trump's gonna try to block it. Paramount gonna try to scoop right back in.
But
We gonna see.
that's the thing, right? You'd only have to kick this thing out. You only have to kick this thing out another 2 years. Like
Yeah.
if that's the main impediment for me going where I want to go or getting a better deal elsewhere, just let Gunn keep making his movies. Y'all had a killer year in the theater. There's really what's his rush? What's his haste? Like we always had a sense when he merged the companies that he wanted to sell it, right?
Yeah.
That's not a surprise. Why is now the time for Zaslav? It's not. It's the time for others. It's the time for the buyer. Now tell me in a situation, if you the seller of a highly coveted asset, do you allow the desperate buyer to force you into a deal? That just doesn't make sense. So again, unless like you said, there's some sort of backroom deal that already didn't happen and this is all for show, I feel like there's got to be a stalemate to be had based off of egos alone.
I
Just so the
think this is what
egos
I think.
involved.
I think everybody knows this economy is not good. I don't think it's getting
Facts.
any better. I think Zazie, they're already looking 5 years in the future. Like, is the movie industry going to be better 5 years from now or worse? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get this done right now. Let's go ahead and make this happen because with AI coming in, people losing jobs, are people going to be down and ready to go to the movies in 2, 3, 4 years in Trump's America?
But you don't think that a guy like that type of business animal, somebody who would just come into an asset and strip it when he don't like it no more, right? You don't think he knew about AI 5 years ago when he originally
Yeah.
bought Discovery and WB? So then what was the point? Like, again, you haven't turned a profit. You
Right.
haven't done anything meaningful to really change the fortune of the company or your relative stake in it, right? Like you paid yourself a couple bonuses, but you ain't making no real money. You didn't make the money that you anticipated when you bought Discovery and brought it together with Warner Brothers. So if the idea again is to cash out, where is the cash?
I
I'm
think
just
the
trying to
stock
put the
share
finger
has
on it.
went up. I think there has been an increase in the
Warner Brothers
stock
stock
share.
share, it's
Yeah, I
it's
think so.
increased this year, but that's over the drop over the last couple of years, though, right? Like if you start working your way back from the pits, yeah, you've made an improvement year over year,
Yeah.
but not from your original standpoint where you started dropping off in the first place. So maybe he's got it back to a respectable enough place. Again, like you
Yeah.
said, they gave him his bonus package this year, but I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
would be getting
I
up
really
off
don't
of it
know.
now. I done had a hot year. I don't know what next year is looking like. Yeah, I'm ready to go now. Let's go. Because there's a reason these conversations are happening right now. And it ain't because Paramount's putting the pressure on. I think he sees the future. I think he realizes we've had a solid year. We ready to get up off of this.
Well, yeah. I
We'll
don't think
see.
it's necessarily a dead. I don't think it's necessarily a dead asset. Warner Brothers. I think people are. I think people are leveraging a little bit too much into AI, right? Like if you look at our economy, our futures, most of that stuff is just based off of, or most of the growth, at least, is based off of data centers being built and speculative value on AI. So what people think AI is going to become. Oh, we're gonna be curing cancer, and we're gonna be making so much money. We're gonna have a basic living income paid to us, and flying cars, and butlers walking around the house, and all kind of shit. And the only thing that we've gotten so far out of the billions, trillions that have been invested into that industry is Martin Luther King fighting Malcolm X in the WWE, and dried up lakes and wells, and loud, noisy data centers, and communities and neighborhoods, and poor air quality because of the shit they're pumping out.
Yeah.
It's just not. I don't feel like what we think we're gonna get from this, we're actually gonna get. It's probably gonna be like we lived through this, the 2000, when everybody thought
Mhm.
the internet was gonna take us into the future like the goddamn Jetsons in the stock market crash, right? That's what I think is happening. So if they
Yeah.
are trying to protect their assets for a reason, I think it's something like that. It's probably like a major financial crash. But I think the people who are smart enough to know probably are aware now, like, okay, all of this shit is about to explode. We're gonna go into another recession, and I'm going to need to have a nest egg, something to fall back on. We got some super chats. Hold on, let me see if I can get the little thing. Hold on.
He's only 65. I thought David Zaslav was older than that. He's a older
He
looking
got time.
65.
Yeah, he got time. Well, most of them are. Here we go. See, that's why I don't do this. I already should have had the comment up, right? Here we go. I am Too Fly Cam. WB sale will kill so many jobs if it happens. Yikes! It will kill a lot of jobs. It will kill a lot of jobs because I
Happens
mean,
every
they're just
time.
not. There's not enough positions to mash all of those studio positions together. So there's a lot of people get cut. I can only imagine who. Let's see, and we got another one here from Lawrence, $10. Appreciate you. Does WB even need to be brought? Do even need to be bought at this point? I think is what you're saying. After the year that they had, that's what I'm saying. If the deal's not right for me, I'm gonna just wait. But like we discussed, there are other interests involved.
Yeah.
And ultimately, winning with this business may not be the idea. So it all
Because this was
depends
a
on what you want.
this was a this was a this is a fluke year. We haven't seen Warner Brother like who could have predicted Sinners? Who could have predicted what was the movie that made a Billy? The kid
Minecraft.
movie. Who could have predicted that? This is like some fluke stuff that happened this year.
Nobody.
Me, if I'm 65, I came in with a mission. We've had I'm getting up off of it. I'm at 40. Money doesn't even really move me like that no more. If I get to a spot and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm out. I'm
I
ready to
just feel
go.
like if you that squirrely, you probably would have never bought this shit in the first place. Like you just probably wouldn't have went this far. Maybe you
Right.
buy Discovery. Maybe you buy Warner Brothers. You don't buy
Hmm.
both companies merging together now, like, and you just
Yeah. Yeah.
willy
Yeah.
nilly. He had some type of idea what he wanted to get out of this. Maybe
Yeah.
he's already gotten it, and that's completely possible. But I just don't feel like it's like I've been doing this all my life. I'm ready to sit down. Like, no, man, he want to keep making money. He want to keep making money. And if he thought the coin in his hand was going to keep making him money, he'd hold on to it. So, I don't know. We'll see what comes
Who
of it, man.
owns Warner Brothers? Let's look it up. Who's like the owner? Because Zazie is just the CEO. Who is the freaking actual owner?
Owner of Warner Brothers.
Is it? Oh, it's publicly traded. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think
It's
this
some of
thing is done.
Paramount's movies this year. They had Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning, which That one probably only underperformed just because of how much money they spent on a damn movie.
Mm-hmm.
Smurfs, they had Running Man that
Oh,
comes
Running
out
Man's
on the
coming out. Yeah.
21st. Yeah. Uh says Roof Man and Novocaine. Novocaine already came out. That was a dude Huey from the boys.
Paramount ain't done nothing. Y'all, we gonna get to the T'Challa stuff. We trying to kill some time until Darius gets here. I want to say some of these topics for Darius. We gonna get to T'Challa and Michael Jackson.
For sure. We're gonna get into it. But right now we're gonna waste some more time. Um are you a Trekkie?
No, I'm not. I'm not a
No.
Trekkie or a Star Wars.
Okay, first of all, retire Star Wars. Leave
Sounds
that
pretty
wherever you
cool.
found it.
Star Wars.
Mm-mm. Nope,
What's the
don't
name of
like
the
it.
crew?
At least call us a Star Warrior. I don't Star Wars sounds. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I'm not a Trekkie either, but I respect I respect Star Trek. Right? I
Right.
know a lot of the characters. Apparently, there was set to be a Star Trek 4 that was in development at Paramount that is now canceled. Seems
Oh,
like
I did
they're
see
gonna
that.
go ahead and they're moving away from Chris Pine and Zoe Salad Sauce and
Don't call her
Carl
salad
Urban,
sauce.
Zoe Salalalala, Carl Urban. All of them is gone, and they're gonna start over. It seems like they got the boot.
Look, Paramount, let's go back and talk about this actual list. So, like you said, it's weird that this information is coming out, but a lot of studios have these lists of people they just not gonna do business with. This one just happened to kind of leak out.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody pissed off. Somebody mad at them. Somebody is mad and want the public to know that this is what Natalie Nunn said. This is all MAGA country over here. This is all MAGA. When you walk over here, it's interesting. It's crazy. Like to get in the movie how do you want to get in like the movie business but want it to be conservative?
Yeah, I mean, if people like conservative content, I think CBN would be the number one network on television.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 700 Club would have ratings through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Only even the people who claim to want to see conservative content still go watch Alien Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and they still go watch Game of Thrones, and they
Yep.
still go watch all of this quote unquote liberal content. But
Right.
that's what the people are showing up to watch, by and
Yeah.
large. Even the stuff I feel like is popular on Paramount Plus right now is it's young enough. Like I don't feel like Last King of Tulsa is an old man show per se,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but it's young enough to still have like younger conservatives be like, oh yeah, no, this is just regular show.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
just like
yeah.
what everybody else
Mm-hmm.
watching. It's just their version of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Who do you think is on the list? Who do you think is on the list?
Man, I don't know. It could be like, I mean, people don't like that. What's our guy who plays the Hulk?
Plays the Hulk, Ruffalo. Oh yeah, Ruffalo.
Yeah,
No,
people
yeah,
don't like Ruffalo speaking
Ruffalo.
out.
Yeah.
I think anybody that's speaking out about what's going on internationally, they don't want to be mixed up in it. They won't. Look,
Stugart from Doom. What's his name? The Bond villain.
the villain. I don't know.
He was a villain in Doom. He was a Bond villain. Oh shit. It's a foreign. It's like a Latin name. Shit. Javier Bardem.
Oh, Javier Bardem. Okay, yeah, Javier Bardem.
Yep. You know he on there. You know he on there for sure. Whoever signed that letter saying that they weren't going to be working with anybody who's associated with Israel, they on the list. Melissa Barrera,
yeah,
got to be on the list. Susan Sarandon, they don't even let her act anymore. She just be around politics.
So they just want to have them an old MAGA studio. They might as well just name it MAGA. Just name it Make America Great Again. But you know what happens if a Democrat gets in office? Like what y'all gonna do? Now y'all gonna have to
That's
start
my
tapping
point.
dance. Now y'all
Like
gonna have to swing it back. It's
none of
just
this shit makes any sense because it can't last. Number one, and then I don't really mean to turn nobody off again. I'm just kind of speaking what I know. Conservatism's not popular in
yeah,
general. In general, like in life, most people roll their eyes at that shit when you come around talking that stuff. Okay. And so when you try to put it in the form of media, it becomes even more difficult to pass it over. You just start even with the shows that are popular, they got to have a black co-star sitting next to Sly. He got
yeah,
to be doing some shit with drugs. He's in an Italian mob family. Like we gotta urbanize it
yeah.
enough to
Mm-hmm.
convince people that it's a decent show.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jeremy Renner. He's a mayor, but crime here, family drama
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's love and hip hop in Massachusetts. It's love and hip hop Massachusetts is what it is. So like, you know, they can sell that shit all they want, but people want what they want.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I don't really see where this puts you. Melissa Barrera becomes the next starlet of Hollywood. You not gonna cast her? You not gonna cast her? Okay, well then that's your loss. Then you giving her to somebody else to beat your teeth in with. It just doesn't
Yep.
make any sense. How long are shareholders gonna let you do your little your Zionist pet project with the damn company if it ain't working? See,
Yep.
it's working right now, so everybody closing. Yeah, la 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 la. I don't see, I don't hear, right? Because everybody's still getting paid. Well, that stock price coming down the way WB's was before this year. Then all of a sudden, all right, we need to start having some hard conversations, some
Yeah.
Ike Perlmutter type conversations. I had to get him
Yep.
up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I had
And
to get him
everybody
up
will
out of
just
here.
start swinging to the other studios. People
Yeah,
start to parlay with Apple, start to parlay with Disney. Who else? Who are we missing?
absolutely.
Universal. So
That's who I want to rise up, stand up.
you want
Universal
Universal
shit.
to
Come
get
on,
in?
Comcast.
Ah,
I feel like we wouldn't even notice the difference. They got a lot of their attractions are already WB products. They got Harry Potter and Universal,
yeah.
right? Like it's already halfway there. Just make that shit happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
lose the theater influence. They still want to make money in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would be the most normal merger of it all. Everything else feels like it's going to be a seismic change.
Yeah. Yeah. I still like Apple. I want Apple to get it. I feel like the future.
They ain't
I
fighting
think
hard enough.
Yeah, I think if when Apple really gets their feet into the movie industry, if this is really the way they want to go, I can see them buying up a lot of these movie chains and just like changing all this stuff around. But I think they ain't fighting because everybody already know where it's finna go. I'm not finna go and try to work out LeBron because we already know LeBron going to the Lakers. I'm not finna try. He know where he going. I'm not finna try.
Y'all better hope that they don't know where we going. A lot of these tech people seem to think they about to leave their bodies behind, but that's I guess a conversation for another day.
Johnny Rastafari
Um,
said a Game of Thrones theme park would be lit. I would not be caught dead there.
what?
Nah,
What? I'm all up through that thing. Yeah, yeah. Take me to the red wedding ride. Take me over there.
no. I'll be over in Wakanda land. I don't want to be over there with
Yeah,
them.
Wakanda land.
I don't want to be over there with them. They be having
That'll
too
be
much
hard.
going on.
Yeah, give me a like a recreation of the Battle of the Bastards and let me be part
Yeah.
of it. Oh, you gonna let me LARP Battle of the Bastards? Put me in that. Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Oh man, that's
Oh
the
yeah, pass the L. Pass the L.
Have you seen the nah, man? I don't want to go over there eating cold meat and shit. Put me on. I'm going to Wakanda. I ain't
Hey,
staying over there.
listen. Every meal they ate in that show looked nasty. Looked disgusting. Every time they do like medieval, like period style, like films or television shows, and they show how they used to eat, I just used to be like, no wonder diseases used to run rampant. Like it just, I understand it. It makes so much sense now. You know what I'm saying? because y'all ain't no hygiene till y'all found us. So like it wasn't clicking. But literally, the food always looks nasty. They always ripping off some half cooked chicken with loose skin, just shoving it in their mouth, sucking their fingers and shit. I hated it. Hated every part of it.
I'll be in Wakanda land where they cooking and seasoning the food. Why is Planet Fanatics talking about who's 40? I've told Darius 20,000 times how old I am, and we still acting like we don't know my age.
I'll do you a favor. Look, man, we running Darius, brother. I guess we can start in on one of the big topics.
We trying to hold out for you, Darius.
Trying to, but we
trying to wait. We know you have strong opinions on T'Challa and Michael Jackson. So we trying to. This is why we kind of kicking the can down a little bit.
You want to watch Did you see the video, the new Rockstars video? Has everybody seen it? Chat?
Run it back. Let's.
All right, let me get that up.
Let's play it. Maybe that'll give Darius enough time to get here. Let's watch it. Maybe I won't get a channel strike for it either. Let's watch it. Let's see what Jessica Clemens talking about. And I want to say, black
she was
men,
like,
y'all
honestly,
take care of
we
y'all mental
don't need a T'Challa.
I want black men to take care of their mental health.
Sure.
I saw that that young football player who you know, is no longer with us. So
Nealon.
Yeah. That's sad.
Dude from where was he at? Was it Oakland or LA?
He was playing. Where was he playing? No, he was a Cowboy. Was it a Cowboy? 24-year-old Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn. Yeah. Sad, man. Sad. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Man's probably ain't even cashed his first NFL check. He probably ain't cashed the first check yet. Sad, man.
Yeah. Call your friends.
Yeah.
Call your friends. Check in on them. You know. All right, here we go. Jessica
talking about.
Jessica with the Sade voice.
And for a while, rumors and scoops have been drifting across the internet, speculations around Damson Idris of Snowfall and F1 becoming Marvel's new T'Challa. Following skeptical interviews, the concept art, and his latest public appearance at Vogue's annual Vogue World event, to some it felt like a soft launch of his role as the next Black Panther, but to others, it was a coincidence that continues to fuel a very persistent, and at times, a very wishful fan rumor. So let's talk about what the is happening with Marvel's T'Challa. Before we get into the video, I recognize I'm dressed up as Velma from Scooby-Doo. It is Halloween in which I am recording this. Are you in the spirit? Because I'm in the spirit. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes launching your own website a breeze. If you're chronically online, or even a little bit online like me, you've probably heard the phrase #Recast T'Challa. The hashtag began circulating through every social media pipeline shortly after Chadwick Boseman's death in August of 2020. The movement gained more traction in December of that year when Marvel Studios announced during Disney's Investor Day that they would not be recasting the role of T'Challa in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This sparked a lot of online discourse for a multitude of reasons. There was backlash against Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, regarding her views on vaccines, prompting some to suggest reverting back to the original hero. Some argued that losing T'Challa meant losing a black male role model within the MCU. Though the actor passed, the story should go on. Although some left this up to Chadwick's legacy and respect, citing how the performance was so deeply iconic and personal, recasting just felt disrespectful. Or Marvel could just honor T'Challa's story, end it, and shift focus to another Wakandan character like Shuri, Nakia, or Okoye. There were videos, articles, petitions, and waves of online discussions whenever Black Panther was so much as mentioned, all rallying for or against #Recast T'Challa. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was eventually released in 2022.
I just want to slide in right here, right about now. I just want to slide in real fast. Can I ask this question and get an honest answer? Why is it that the supporters of Shuri at the end of Wakanda Forever, it seems to suggest that they're going to move the mantle to Young Bull, right? Mm-hmm. And we all know what we done heard about, them having a variant or have recasted T'Challa and all this other stuff. Why is it only when we talk about bringing back the original character, right? Like that's the only time that we hear the Shuri fans jump out their skin and be like, well, hold on, wait. We keep going. Hold on, what about Shuri now? Now, when they put the kid at the end of the movie, oh, it's beautiful, it's great. You know what I'm saying? When it's gonna be T'Challa, grandpa, he can replace Shuri. But T'Challa can't. Why don't we get more up in arms? I feel like the only time we get any defense for Shuri as a character at all is when we start talking about T'Challa again.
Okay, so y'all know I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think because some people feel like it's a natural progression of the story if she's gonna give it to him, versus sometimes it comes off. Not saying y'all do it, but sometimes it comes off as get rid of Shuri and just recast T'Challa. And so you have that conflict of people who are pro recast versus the people who's like, hey, we just want to see where the story goes. And it seems like it's like people want to come in and just knock Shuri out. She got one movie versus
right. But again, why is that cool? Because either way, she get knocked out after just one movie, right? Like even if we give it to little boy or grandpa T'Chaka or T'Chanda, either way she get knocked off her square,
right?
So it's cool as long as the person we want to knock her off the square.
Like I said, I think it's because most people are cool with following the natural progression of the story versus Dan the Man. Yeah, Dan the Man was on my stream last night. But yeah, that's the but the tide has turned. I do see people are kind of like, yeah, let's recast. So
it's okay. We can get back to it. I just always found it interesting. They don't really be in the paint. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to argue for actual characteristics of the comic book version of Shuri to be put in. You know what I'm saying? To the MCU. They don't critique
people don't read comics, bro.
The only thing they care about is why she not on screen. Why she not Black Panther? She's supposed to be black. You don't even know what she's supposed to be. Calm down. You don't know where she's supposed to be at. Relax yourself.
People don't read comics. Y'all keep talking about the comics. Some folks don't read no comics.
So then why are you a fan? Why are you a
fan of the movie?
And then why should we pay you any attention? If you don't know shit about this girl, you don't even know how to argue for her, why should I give a good goddamn what you talking about?
Because they are fans of the movie and characters they were introduced to, not the comics. Not the comics. I bet if they did a survey of the people that read comics coming out of that Black Panther movie, it would probably be what, 15%?
Okay, let me ask you another question then. Why does that only apply to comic book content?
What do you mean? Right?
We don't say that about Game of Thrones fans. If they expect something from the book or from a characterization, they either get it or their complaints are heard, right? They don't say that about Harry Potter fans. Harry Potter fans get to force people to stay true to their lore. Why does that only work with us? Why does that only work with comic book fans?
This is why this is where me and you get into it. That's not true.
That dictates what you see on screen, as opposed to the people who held up the IP all that time.
Because it's not true what you're saying.
It's not.
No, it's false.
They don't pay religious detail to things that happen in Harry Potter. They don't pay religious detail to things that happen in Game of Thrones. Well, at least while it was good. When they stopped paying religious detail to it, that's when it got haywire. But at least for them first 6 seasons, they were painstaking about sticking to George's map. And when they got off of it, when he stopped writing them books, where did we go? Oh, Danny's crazy and burn all the King's Landing and John sleeping with his auntie. All of that shit came out of having to create themselves.
But that is not your argument. Your argument is stating that Black Panther is the only lore where people don't have to read the comic. No, these people change Game of Thrones.
I said comic books. I said, why is comic books like that? Because we do that with other stuff too. They tell us that, it doesn't matter because it's not the comic books. So when you go in there and you watch a Harry Potter movie, can you tell one of the patrons, it's okay if something don't fit what happened in the book? This is the movie. It's not the book. That
Aren't
doesn't
we
go over with those
experiencing that right
transitions
now
like
with
that.
Harry Potter? Didn't they race swap a character and people got pissed off
And
and Warner
and
Brothers
and
said
and,
we're
and they
moving
gonna get,
on?
and it's coming. It's coming, Tina. And we haven't seen it yet, but they coming for that recast. I'm
But it's
telling you.
not gonna change. These studios are gonna. These people are gonna do what they want to do. I don't. Y'all probably don't watch Interview with the Vampire. It's so different. It's so different than the freaking books. It's so different. People is moving on because what can you do but really stomp and complain about it? Once that IP goes over to the director,
Well,
producer,
I
and
mean, you did
writer,
not watch it. You
yeah,
did not watch it.
yeah, but once again, what is the volume of people who read comics and read these books in comparison to general audience members? They're going to always
Well,
get
no,
outnumbered.
you know why that's a fallacy? Because they would have never made the movie if they weren't counting the book reading audiences.
Of
They would have
course,
never
but
made a
still,
movie for it.
it don't matter. It don't matter. They're counting on the book reading audience to show up. But this movie, this TV show, we're making this for the general audience. Because y'all ain't gonna help us like sell out the movie. Y'all, it ain't but 20% of y'all. I need your grandma and granddaddy to come.
Maybe you're telling me about what's conventional wisdom, but you sure as hell not telling me about what's successful, right? Like what's successful is sticking as close to the source that's already popular. Right? It's not swaying. When you start making sweeping changes, it's either A, very controversial, or it tanks the entire thing. And we haven't seen that yet with the new iteration of Harry Potter. We haven't seen how that plays out. That'll be a very interesting case study. But by and large, the things that were core to Harry Potter's story were represented. Mm-hmm. The things that were core to Bilbo Baggins' story in The Hobbit were showed on screen. The things that were core to Frodo Baggins were clear. Like those stories were written the way that they were interpreted in the book. And so I'm just I fight against the idea that that's not important in comic books. That you don't have to pay homage to the actual material that people are showing up for. Your representation or your commercialifying of this product doesn't make it more successful. In your mind, it makes it broader to a more generalized audience.
Right.
That don't mean it's better. That don't make it better. And it also doesn't mean it's
about
gonna make
better.
more money.
They don't care about better. They care about making money.
They care.
Deadpool and Wolverine was trash. It was garbage. It was a horrible movie. It was horrible.
Well, it wasn't a horrible movie. Now it wasn't horrible. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable enough. It made you smile a few times. It wasn't horrible.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining. But it's like they wasn't sitting down and saying, "Hey, we're gonna make this movie," and them people just threw that stuff together. They let Ryan Reynolds do what he do, but was they really sitting down trying to make a really good, solid story? No.
I mean, again, I don't really know what story Deadpool 3 was based on. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nothing.
If it was based on the story at all. But in terms of character beats, who is Deadpool? Who is Wolverine? Did they hit on those parts? Did they change material things about the characters that would change the landscape of the product? No. They stuck to what works, and they nostalgia bombed the hell out of us. So to that end, even with Deadpool and Wolverine, which you said was an awful story, it was successful because they were true to the character. They were true to the source. And so I don't think that's nothing. But we'll let Jessica continue to give us her summation.
Panther and T'Challa having a son that no one really knew about, which prompted more inquisitive fans to suggest maybe he'll be back in the new Black Panther movies as the new Black Panther. Marvel later confirmed a Black Panther 3 with former VP of production and development named Moore, expressing sadness about leaving Marvel Studios, but also his excitement about continuing to work on the project. Around the same time, in November 2024, during the Gladiator 2 press tour, this is when Denzel Washington revealed he was in talks with Ryan Coogler to join the film. Specifically, Ryan was writing him a part in the movie. Coogler went on to confirm Denzel Denzel's involvement in June 2025 on the podcast 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Still, there's been no word on whether T'Challa will be recast or what the plot might look like. If the film is released after Doomsday and Secret Wars, since the MCU is a shared universe, fans are left theorizing. And with both movies expected to be a crossover events featuring returning Marvel actors in recast roles, there's many questions. One remaining, are they recasting T'Challa? In January of 2025, scooper Jeff Snyder opened the floodgates again, alleging Marvel is looking to recast the Black Panther hero T'Challa. He went on to allege that an actor was offered the role in the past fall, a few months after Downey's big reveal at Comic-Con, but they turned it down, fearing it could jeopardize their career momentum by stepping into Boseman's shoes. This recast, he claimed, would have been made possible thanks to the Marvel multiverse. Multiple outlets ran with this story, many people considered it, and other people just ignored it. Then the concept art leaked. In March 2025, a Marvel concept artist shared several pieces of their own art on their personal Artstration page that was quickly taken down, but not before fans could save them. Among that collection of Avengers Doomsday illustrations of a Hulk village and a Sheriff Doctor Strange and Emperor Doom was what appeared to be a possible new Black Panther. Many observers believe the likeness is based on the actor Damson Idris, suggesting that we may be getting a new Black Panther, perhaps a new T'Challa played by Damson. The observations were based solely on the actor's working timeline, given that Snowfall had just ended, and their likeness to the concept art, which I kind of disagree with. This just looks like an older Chadwick Boseman. It's also safe to say concept
Definitely
art
don't
doesn't
look like
equal
Chad.
confirmation. We
Definitely
fans
don't
have
look
seen
like
loads
Chad.
of concept art.
I don't think I don't think it's a 1-to-1 to Damson necessarily. It for sure don't look like Chad. I don't know where that came from.
Hey, pull that Damson Idris picture up when he got on that green polo and Snowfall, baby. That's the picture they took.
It had to be, but like the Chad one was a little egregious. The Chad comparison was a little off.
Product. Daniel Craig's Boulder the Brave concept art from Doctor Strange 2. It never made it into the movie. And Doctor Strange wearing Iron Man's armor, which was concept art released in the book and made
This
into
is
action
true
figures,
about
also
concept
never
art.
showed up. I'm not saying
They
this isn't Damson. I'm saying it doesn't look like him.
That's the
better
point.
proof.
It's
The
concept
Russos
art.
addressed the concept art leak, denying that it was connected to Doomsday or Secret Wars. Still, I suspect they're not being entirely truthful
They
here. The
debunked
artist has worked
shit.
with Marvel since 2020, and the Russos have every reason to keep fans intrigued without giving away too many spoilers for the upcoming film, and the best way of doing that is denying the concept art. Easy peasy. But then on June 18th, 2025, Damson Idris is featured on the Today Show doing press for F1. When he was asked about the speculation of him playing Black Panther, this is what it looked like.
There's some speculation out there in the universe that you could be cast as the next Black
I'm
Panther.
gonna move us ahead a
Have you had
bit,
any
folks.
conversations
I
about
think
that?
we
Yes or no?
know most of the gist. I want to get to the more controversial parts here. After Ryan Coogler's speech, we've already heard that about a million
Black Panther
times.
possible.
Oh, Tommy Hilfiger, great.
Long before there was a director or even a confirmed movie, Chadwick was already shaping T'Challa and Wakanda, pushing for authenticity and representation while still being the supporting actor on Civil War. Coogler spoke about the difficult conversations Chadwick had to go through as one of the few Black voices on that set, ranked 10th or lower on the call sheet while still carrying the weight of an entire culture in his performance with barely any guidance. Boseman wasn't just performing. Like Coogler says, he was leading. He was a writer, a director, an African cultural historian, and a protector of what Wakanda would become long before the world ever saw it. And with all that being said, he was then asked about recasting the role of T'Challa, whether he even considered it. What would it have meant to ask an actor to come and fill that role, to fill those shoes?
I don't think people fully appreciate any job that's not their own. But like the true day-to-day of my job is several hundred days of long days of getting other professionals to believe in ideas that I find truthful. They have to believe in some kernel of truth. My truth is Chad was gone from the physical sense. He wasn't walking through that door. And in the world that we created over the years, he was the guy. For somebody else to be him, you know what I mean? For us in the world that we created, we wouldn't have believed it. No matter how good the actor was, no matter how, you know what I'm saying? It would have been lacking the necessary truth for us to do a good job. And the truth is the well that we pull from as artists. Our truth was lost, which is a fact of life. It's the gift and the curse of life. Heroes, great men die.
So it sounds like they really don't want to recast T'Challa, and if everything we've discussed here is open to interpretation or speculation, I'd argue this new Black Panther doesn't have to be T'Challa.
Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler. Fam, buddy, listen to me. Listen to me. Hold my hand and walk with me, brother. My brother in Christ. heroes in real life absolutely die. Heroes in the shit that you do never fucking die. They literally never die. They never fucking die. When did you see Spider-Man die? What Tobey Maguire movie you walk into where Spider-Man died? Just irritates me with the shit that he says sometimes. I don't like when people say things slow and with a very distinct tone to make them sound very profound when they're feeding you horseshit. Quit playing around with me. You ain't never seen Superman die on screen. What are you talking about? It's a gift and a curse, you know. Unfortunately, heroes die. Yeah, in the world that we live in. But you are stewarding a fantasy world, something where we're supposed to escape and become our other selves, you know, where we don't have to deal with all the very real world tragedies that we deal with on a daily basis. Help me out, man. Help me understand what you're talking about. Go ahead, Jessica. We're gonna get to the super chat, y'all. I'll see y'all. We're gonna get them.
We already knew this. In Eyes of Wakanda's final episode, The Last Panther, we meet a Black Panther from the year 2396 fighting an alien species called the Horde, the insects from the edge of the galaxy who blocked out their sun. Earth had tried to fight back, but without Wakanda's help, humanity was lost. That Panther uses a quantum scanner to find a weak spot for the Horde, the root of the problem, where it all went wrong, which led them back to Killmonger's discovery of the vibranium axe in the British Museum. If Killmonger had never found that weapon, he never would have challenged T'Challa, and T'Challa would have never had a change of heart and opened the resources to the world, allowing that Panther to work with Earth to take down the Horde earlier before it got worse. That episode reinforces a key idea. There will always be a Black Panther somewhere in time or across the multiverse who can still appear in the MCU. With Wakanda's tech evolution, it's easy to imagine a future Black Panther traveling back to our time just as the one in the Eyes of Wakanda did. Wakanda has always been centuries ahead of us. So the
right there is what I mean by sticking to source. Black Panther as a title, as an IP, has never been about, oh, as long as there's a Panther in time, we'll always be okay. That's bull. Yeah. What media are you basing that off of? Like, what other than your opinion are you using to say that? There just isn't any empirical evidence to support that claim. That is Disney, Marvel bullshit. It's bullshit. It just is. It's bullshit. Like you can't present to me the generations upon generations of different Black Panthers and comic book runs and cartoons, and it just doesn't exist. And it's a little embarrassing that you're using Eyes of Wakanda when so much other media exists to the contrary of what you're saying, because nobody really saw Eyes of Wakanda. Like, that's embarrassing as shit. You resetting the narrative on a half-century old IP, and you using a TV show that 12 people watch to do it. Like this is where I hopped off the Jess train. This is where I hopped off.
Technically, the MCU is resetting the narrative on a lot of shit. Why is RDJ Dr. Doom like all of it's weird?
I don't like
all this shit weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
All of this is weird.
And I felt like, again, she was doing a very good job of just laying out everybody's argument, right? Like the pro recast, anti recast, people that was in the middle, what have you, people that didn't even know what was going on. She was educating for most of this. When she got into that whole, well, Eyes of Wakanda tells us, it shows. No, nah, dog, nah. Get on with that. I do want to take y'all to these comments. And no, because one thing they like to do on the show, Chill and Darius, is show me posts of people talking about the damn T'Challa. So we're gonna look at these comments. Hold on, let's scroll down here. Okay, let's count the negative ones. They said he was amazing in Snowfall. He definitely has the range to play Black Panther. Not negative and not anti-recast. Love Chadwick, but I don't think he would want BP to die with him, especially considering BP is one of the most important people in Marvel. Also, not negative recast. It's given what if Velma. Oh, never mind. That ain't got shit to do with shit. Um, am I the only one who never thought that the concept art looked like him? Okay, that ain't got shit to do with shit. Imagine a T'Challa from another universe. Stamina, the
Stamina in there.
young London god. Legacies die when stories stop being told. I like that one myself.
Yeah.
Concept art looks like Don Cheadle. That's nuts. That's nuts. Jinkies, Velma. Why can't he beat T'Challa's son? Yeah, y'all, as y'all can see. I will say, got 281 likes. It's a bunch of people up underneath there arguing about it, but it did get 281 likes. I agree with how Coogler handled it back then. His reasoning. Now there's been time, and we can bring back Black Panther. Damson is perfect for this. You know what I mean? People starting to move on. You don't have the emotional crutch anymore. We're not as close to it. And now people are starting to remember, oh, yeah, I didn't really know this guy. When are you going to give me back the version that I liked in the first place? Yeah. Oh, let's keep on, get some more. Damn, it's been 5 years since Chad passed. Yes, it has been. That's good enough. That's good enough. I got a shout out for E-Man's movie reviews. So yeah, I do, like you said, I think the sentiment is changing a bit.
Yeah, I think people are warming up to it because sometimes people just have to see it. And I think with them seeing even though I don't like it, I don't personally like Damson for the role, but I think people seeing it, like you said, after the fashion show with him standing next to Ramonda, people are like, oh, okay, maybe.
You want to know what I think all of that was? I think that was your auntie, that was your grandma, that was like your older sister. When she know you want something and she trying to help you get it, she might edge you in and put you in position for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what kind of relationship Damson and Angela Bassett have, but I don't think that she would be totally oblivious to the rumors. Right? I don't think anybody involved with the cast is oblivious to it. So like maybe she's doing her part to try and nudge Marvel along. Like, hey, yo, look, I felt the way about the shit going into it. I felt like he was killing off everybody in the movie anyways. Let me go ahead and get you back in here. I know Ryan ain't called you. It's okay, baby. Let me help you out.
Yeah.
Let me help you out.
I think
Come on here and stand next to Queen Mother.
I think there's definitely campaigning for it. For sure. But that goes back to who is he campaigning for, though? That is the $1 million question. Is it T'Challa? Is it T'Child? Who is it? That's the question.
Would you have held out this long and just accepted the T'Child? Like if that was the holdout, if that was the discrepancy between where both parties were at, would you have gone this long saying no just to say yes?
I don't think he ever said no to T'Challa. He said no to the variant in Secret Wars, the one and done.
Hold on, Tina. You're telling me that this man, he don't want to be a temporary option, and that's what he was holding out for, and he's accepting T'Child.
Yes. Let me say this.
Slow.
Let me say this. Let me not say
this.
Let me get it right. I don't want to put words on it. I'm not going to say he's accepting T'Child. What I have heard is he wants to work with Ryan Coogler. He wants a long-term deal. What I heard was they were meeting with people for this variant in Secret Wars. And a lot of people was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Because you gotta think. Let's rewind this. Darius, you need to hurry the hell up wherever you at. Cause we trying to
dog. We getting
to hold it out. Cause I'm gonna give Darius his credit. Darius said he heard about this in the summer of 2024. I started calling my folks January of 2024, and I was told they have met with people for a variant. Secret Wars or Doomsday. We was kind of unsure. We didn't know. Damson had went out for Jon Stewart, He was looking at Children of Blood and Bone, and he met with Marvel. He walked out of that meeting and said Ryan Coogler was not there. Because anybody with any sense knows you're calling me in to play this variant in Secret Wars, and when it's all over, y'all just gonna get rid of me. What the hell is Ryan Coogler finna do? Because that's the long-term game.
That's so short-sighted.
I get what you're saying. You're saying,
it's so short-sighted.
Hey, hold on, feel me. You're saying T'Challa Jr. is not the long-term game. I'm not gonna say he was waiting for T'Challa Jr. He wants to know, what is Ryan Coogler doing with Black Panther, because that's the franchise that's going to continue. Secret Wars, all this is fun. Y'all finna wipe all this shit out, and I'm gonna be gone. I want something where I can make sequels, and that's why he went out for those 3 roles specifically, because all of those movies are gonna have sequels. If they succeed.
Okay. Not that kind of reads. I think the only thing that I'm still in disbelief over is that when he looks at 2 options, I can come in and be a character that the Russo brothers write, that Kevin Feige is heavily invested in, and that the entire company basically needs to go well to survive. Or I can sit around and wait for Ryan to call me and give me a role that I believe in him for. And those are the 2 options. And the more bankable option to him is sitting waiting for Ryan Coogler to get done with it.
Yes, because you better just imagine. Listen, you're sitting in this meeting, right? And they're telling you, hey, this is what we thinking about. This is is this gonna be like a permanent role? What we talking? Well, right now we haven't talked to Ryan yet, so but we know for sure. We know for sure you're here.
If it went that way, then okay, fine, cool. If they was wishy-washy about committing to you long term and they talking about they need to talk to Ryan, then yeah, I would wait for Ryan to tell me something. But anything short of that, and even at that, man, man, y'all are giving me very eerie feelings about Ryan Coogler, and it has nothing to do with Black Panther. It has absolutely nothing to do with T'Challa. Because when you start telling me that people got that much studio pool that now the Russos are waiting on you and your approval. So now Kevin and the gang are waiting on you. Bam. Yes, Sinners was amazingly successful. Black Panther was amazingly successful. Who other in Black is wielding that type of Black in Hollywood wielding that type of stick? Are you telling me that Ryan Coogler is Black Jesus now? He the Black Cat?
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, if you follow the track record of things, when Denzel Washington told everybody that he was going to be in Black Panther 3, Kevin Feige and Nate Moore came out and they said something like, "Oh, I'm surprised, didn't know," because they have not been talking to Ryan Coogler at that time. Ryan Coogler was already making his moves, talking to people. Hey, man, this is what I'm thinking about doing. This one. He wasn't talking to them. So they ain't even damn know. They didn't know. And then when the rumors of T'Challa being recast sparked back up, Nate Moore came out and said, T'Challa is not going to be recast. We haven't even talked to Ryan Coogler this year because he's been working on Sinners. But by the end of the year, we'll start getting into that. Everything I said lined up completely to what eventually started coming out, because Coogler was over here doing his own thing. And when they was meeting with them people and them boys was like, okay, so why Ryan Coogler ain't in this? Hey, he's working on Sinners.
Okay, Sinners been done. Sinners over. You done re-released
now we fast forward now.
You know what I'm saying? So where we at now? Like, he obviously knows people are calling for it. He knew when he was on the press tour for Sinners and they was asking him about Aldous Hodge. So
right.
What's up, bro? What's up? We here now. We know you working on it. We know your schedule clear. We know. Well, yeah, I guess he's doing X-Files next. But come on, like, you got to give us something. What's the deal now?
Yeah, I think after Sinners ends, when it's Sinners, they ended their press run probably around May. I think by end of May, June, him and the Russos have. They've been talking because they already came out. Nia DaCosta's visit the set. So they're obviously talking to these directors to make sure everything flows correctly. Where does that story go? I don't know. But they got to have something. There has to be something like solidified soon, because just like I was telling Darius, if Black Panther 3 is coming out February 2028, they have to be heading into pre-production end of this year.
Pre-production, casting, all that stuff. Yeah.
This ship is about to get on the road. So I think Black Panther is going to get pushed off maybe end of 2028. I don't think it's coming early. So,
Man.
but what I will say, because I know I always bring the morale down, I do think I do think that sentiment has changed. I think public sentiment is getting a little bit more comfortable with it. I think Kevin Feige knows that people like Damson Idris in this role. And I think, like I said, I wouldn't see if there's a real conversation that starts to, be had about what we really need to do.
Before that, and I mean, ultimately, that's the kind of business decision that would need to be made. But I would love for him to hear it from us. Is there any sign? I know you don't know this man personally, but like, is there any sign from anybody that you've talked to that any of this, even since doing his Center's press run, because like, it's one thing for you to not have social media and us for just to assume that you ignoring it. It's another thing for us to see celebrities asking you about it on multiple different platforms. So we know. Has any of this permeated whatsoever to him?
Look, our mutual homeboy be in the chat. They know. He ain't in here tonight, but he be in here.
Okay.
They know. Ryan Coogler, they know. They see it. Proximity of Media is on Twitter and Instagram. They see this stuff, but he is very steadfast in the story that he wants to tell.
Is he steadfast? Is he more steadfast in the story that he wants to tell? That he would ignore the story that Chad wanted?
He's ignored it, didn't he?
Is the most polite way that I can put. Well, I think because people allowed him to do so, and people understandably so because of the timing and everything that was going on. But if we continue to highlight what Chad wanted for this character in specific detail, now we've heard it out of your own mouth. Are you going to continue to be comfortable with not just bucking know nothing fans, not just bucking, so-called experts, but the man himself?
Yeah.
Like, I understand not putting someone else in his shoes, makes it more comfortable for you, but is it continuously comfortable for you to deny the man's wishes for the character?
Yeah. I think we could see a change. I would never say never. Me and Dan the Man, I don't know if y'all know, but Dan the Man worked on Wakanda Forever. We had a conversation about it last night on my stream, and he's definitely pro recast T'Challa, but he also talked about how it was on set and what the sentiment was behind this movie and the thought process. And he stated that he don't think that they went into that movie with ill feelings to upset people. But I do feel different this year than I did last year. I think there is an inkling of change that can happen.
They should have sat down, man. They should have sat down and really just felt the loss instead of trying to create art out of the loss. And I know for a lot of people that works. Music, it usually works beautifully. I think you become too close to it when you put it on screen. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't go into that film and not see somebody that they loved that they lost?
Right.
And I get how some story beats, certain studios, that's exactly what you need. Not in the superhero universe. It's just not
right.
I didn't feel like that was the plug. But
I think when you hire Ryan Coogler, that is what you're paying for, because every single project that he has done,
facts,
it's related to a family member, it's related to his personal experience. So that's why I'm like, unless Making Sinners has really changed his whole outlook on how he feels the Black Panther legacy should move forward, I think he want to rock out with the son and call the son T'Challa. But I also think that he's not so shut down where if it's enough pressure put on him that he could change. Look, Uncle Denzel might get to talking to him and might get to saying, hey, young blood, let me talk to you. My grandchildren is telling me
now you look here
about my grandchildren is telling me that you're not gonna bring the
Pelican Bay ain't got shit on me.
You're not gonna bring this is gonna be so you gonna age the child up. You're not gonna bring y'all ain't
We
Come on,
need
young
him.
blood.
We need to see. We need to sit Cat Williams on him. That's what we need to get on him. We need to make sure that Ryan Coogler end up at a Cat Williams stand up, and that Cat Williams make eye contact with him. I want to talk about T'Challa. Now, why exactly is it the black heroes have to die forever? Get him, Cat. Get him.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do for y'all, because I love all y'all. Soon as I get off this stream tonight, I'm gonna call my homeboy and I'm gonna see if he'll give me a little tea. I'm gonna say, hey man, what you feeling, what you hearing, what you seeing, where we kind of living at, where we kind of
Do that.
Sometimes he does come into the stream, but I don't see him in here tonight. So they know Coogler is not on social media, but Coogler is not up to you. Like we said, you see how he handled all this question. He knows.
He like watches, bro. You know he make watches. You know he make watches. I'm like,
he
fam,
skirted that so clean because he knows this is a topic. I think he just like y'all see every time he talk. Fuck what y'all saying. Wakanda Forever made $800 million. Hey, I'm gonna write my story. Y'all
he
group of haters hate it, but welcome, brother Darius.
Man,
Turn your mic on.
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock, Darius.
Hey, he wilding though. He wilding for real.
I hate not live. Man, I hate living in the city. 2 more months or less. I'm out of here.
It's all good, man. We held it down.
Look, we done tried to kick the can and wait for you as much as possible.
I was listening.
This is what me and Dan the Man talked about too last night. We're gonna bring you into Darius. I said we need to watch. We need to see who is about to be cast for Storm. I think that's gonna tell us. I think that's gonna tell us where we going.
Does Jamie have a chance still? Does she still?
No, I'm saying this. If they go young, I'm talking about like 15, 16, 17. You know where it's going. If they go grown woman, I think we got a little chance to get T'Challa recasted if they go grown woman. That's what I think.
And grown woman, you mean anybody other than Jodie Turner-Smith, right?
I like Jodie.
Oh man,
I like Jamie too. Now, don't get me wrong.
Jamie Lawson is Aurora Monroe. Okay, she gotta be. We gotta find a way to make it happen.
I like Jodie. Jodie, my number one. Jodie is my girl. I'm with Jodie. Then Jamie.
But then she don't match up with Damson. Does she look like Damson?
Why y'all keep
that moved
that's
out
why
the house.
Damson don't need to get the damn role. Get that role to a grown man with some little gray hairs in his chin. Damn.
Darius, we gonna get your thoughts on all of this coming up here. But first, we got some news.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget.
I am Too Fly Cam. Deadpool and Wolverine was AI written garbage. Thank you very much for your contribution. Appreciate you. One more. Hold on. Let me choose another one. I'm getting good, y'all. Look, I'm doing shit. Puma Lee, she's a hater. Recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa Senior. Hey, listen. I respect Jessica. I don't agree necessarily with her last summation on the entire subject, but I will at least give her credit for laying out the arguments fairly. She did do that. I'll at least say that.
Yeah. She did do that. I like Jessica. I've never disliked Jessica. Out of all of the black ones they've got over there at New Rockstar, she's always seemed to have been more of the black one to me. I like Jessica. I don't agree with her take on recast, but hey, she can have her opinion. But at the beginning, yeah, she was talking some good stuff at the beginning, but then when she started at the end talking about some, I don't think we need one and all this kind of stuff and this and that, blah blah blah. Yeah.
and used Eyes of Wakanda as the example, as we saw in Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Get on, man. Wrong bit of evidence. What else did we talk about? We talked about Paramount's hit list. We talked about Star Trek cancellation for Star Trek 4.
Let's run to T'Challa back again. You know, this chat never gets enough of T'Challa. I want to hear Darius's
I want to get your thoughts.
input. So Marcus originally was stating that, you know, I know y'all talked about it last week, but since the fashion show is now gaining more publicity, how do you think Marvel's gonna be swayed and pick Damson, or are you kind of like still in the same spot until we get something official?
I'm still till we get something official. And, you know, has Ryan said anything? Because
that's what worry about what Ryan said. We casting right now for Doomsday.
Hey,
what about Doomsday?
Yeah, but after Doomsday, because that's where it matters. It matters in that man's movie. So, what is Coogler saying? That's my thing.
What if they just alley-ooping? What if they leave Doomsday and Secret Wars open ended, and that Panther ain't die, right? And they just leave it open. They like, all right, bet if you gonna kill him, you gonna kill him. If you gonna kill him, you gonna kill him in your movie.
Hey, maybe.
You gonna get his boy father and
gonna open up with another funeral. We had to lay the variant.
Yeah,
my Baba died twice.
And Coogler would be like, as I was saying.
Not again, Baba.
As I was saying.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think that the fashion show is swaying Marvel in any way at all. I personally don't think so. And the only reason I say that is just because, again, I don't know. As I've said many times, I'm reading the room, and the room I'm reading could be the wrong room. I don't know, but they haven't said anything or indicated anything. Not to say that they're just going to come out here and do it. I don't believe.
Yeah, they're not going to, even if that was the case. Yeah,
right.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. I don't believe that, you know, they're going to soft launch Damson at a Tiana Paris inspired or Tiana Paris led fashion show. I do agree, like me and Tina talked about last time. I do agree that maybe, or not maybe, that his team is, you know, campaigning for him, to get that role. We also talked about, I think the last time Chill was on here, Angela is very much aware, I believe. I think they all are. I mean, you got to remember, Lupita addressed recast. Remember when she told you basically.
So did Winston Duke.
Winston Duke
did to be thankful they was even making a movie.
Yeah.
Chill out, Baku. Relax, dog.
But you had Angela, who, after her character being killed, said, why are you doing this? People are already going to be sad from the death of T'Challa, So I'm sure she's very much aware of it too. So maybe she is, maybe she held his hand on the thing, as some type of symbol. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think that had. I don't think the fashion show had. Marvel Studios was nowhere involved in that fashion show. So I don't know.
Other than Ruthie Carter, that was probably the only direct connection, is that, their costume designer was there.
Yeah.
But that ain't their costume designer. She's her. She's her.
Sure.
Marvel costume designer. Don't do my auntie Rue.
My bad. Yeah, not to say that she's owned or anything, but she just got real close relationship with Marvel.
But are they shot? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that they. I really don't.
This is what
especially with Nate Moore still being on.
Oh, good God.
This is what I'll say. Marvel has been swayed in the past by public sentiment. I don't know if y'all saw that article, but Ryan Reynolds came out and talked about how he leaked stuff for Deadpool, and that's how Deadpool moved forward. And we all know that Jon Favreau leaked information about RDJ being Tony Stark, and so they are not completely obtuse to like public pressure and maybe caving in due to public sentiment. So who knows? It could happen. I'm optimistic today than I was a year ago.
I was about to say, this version of you sounds like it's 50-50. Last year's version was like, It's Ryan Coogler's job, y'all. It's his story.
It
He
still
gonna
is his
do what he
story.
want to do. He wants the child, so we getting the child.
That I still feel that way, but I also do feel like could a year have changed him too? Like we all growing and changing and seeing things in a different perspective. It's possible.
Maybe.
No,
I
they
sure
talking
hope
about what
so.
if Carlton from Bel Air plays T'Challa. No, now he is somebody who looks old young. He looks young and old at the same time.
What if Carlton from Bel Air? He too short. He too small. He too
He
small.
looks
He's
old
a
and
good
young
actor
at the
though.
same.
He's a
He
phenomenal
is.
actor.
He is. He is.
Yeah, maybe, man. I don't even know. It's such a, I don't know. You know, I would have to. Coogler, has he changed his mind? Maybe, man. Maybe.
Well, look, man. Y'all keep giving me this weird feeling because the only folks that I know that got that type of power in Hollywood either did something for it or they've been successful for like generations. And Ryan Coogler's successful, but he ain't generational successful. Okay, so when y'all keep telling me about did they speak to Ryan? Did they speak to what? Do this man kind of chokehold? Where are the bodies buried, Ryan? Let me know so I can get some of that. You know what I mean?
He ain't.
I think it's more so of a kind of like again, like we've talked about with Matt Shackman. Not saying Matt is Ryan, but like we've talked about with Matt Shackman, or we've talked about with Jake Shire now being rolled into this whole, hey, you play ball. You want to do another one?
But do you think that they're checking with Shire before they roll out new X-Men, before they tease X-Men,
no. I don't think
you know what I mean? That type of shit. Like you think they checking
doing
on him?
it with Ryan? I think they're doing it with Ryan because at one point in time, Ryan was going to do all these spin-offs of Wakanda Okoye, World of Wakanda this, Wakanda that. He gave them their first, correct? Right? Their first billion in their
For
pocket.
A solo character.
For a solo character. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to rehash how successful the first Black Panther film was. I just think that, especially, and then when he passed, if we are to truly, which I do, truly believe what Nate Moore and them said, they left it up to him. I think that just that much power shifted to him. It's like, okay, well, what do we tell the nigga now? Like, oh, hey, bro, we left it up to you, but hey,
but you were wrong.
I mean, I would say that, yeah.
or that it failed. It wouldn't be the first time that they had a tough conversation with a back director.
But we would have to then think that Marvel, dislike that story. That they don't like that kid. That they don't want to see that go forward.
I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I hate that those type of decisions that you're talking about, right? When the studio doesn't want it, well, that only comes through like financial catastrophe. And so we would literally have to watch Black Panther fall flat on its face for them to get involved and be like, oh no, we're going back now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to get that bad. I don't want Black Panther 3 to make $600 million and everybody else, well, that's still pretty good. Before we realize what we did to the franchise is what I'm, we trying to get ahead of. But I mean,
yeah,
if you're dead set on doing that,
I think also there's not another hot young Black director out that they could look at to, like, if they say, hey,
not
Ryan,
one they willing to give a chance.
That's what I'm saying. If they came to him and said, hey, we need you to, whatever story you wrote, throw that shit in trash. This is the story we going where you need to recast T'Challa. They have to be prepared for him to say, nah, I'm out. And they need to have somebody
and then get somebody else. Right.
They ain't got enough time because they went through that before they got to Ryan. They went through 3-4 directors before they landed on him. So they like, okay, we got him. He made a Billy. Damn, he's still making money. It's like, do we want to shake the table? I don't know. They got to have somebody ready to go. And look, the ones that they did have ready to go did not make money. Nia DaCosta, old boy from Cap 4, like, because that would have been good if those movies made money and you could just pull those people over and say, hey, you want to do Black Panther? Black Panther franchise
but
too?
they tanked it though, man. They tanked it. Kevin Feige had his hands all over the Marvels. The film that we saw for Cat 4 wasn't the film that they wrote or the film that they originally produced.
Hell,
it was a shell of what they actually made. So it's like, yeah, I agree. The black directors that they brought in behind it didn't really perform to a degree that you would pass that off to them. At the same time, man, they didn't give them any type of rope at all.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
But they may say, what rope did they give Ryan? This was somebody who we put with Nate Moore. They went off, did some nigga shit, and created some magical shit we ain't never seen before. And then he went and did the same magical shit again in Sinners. Leave that nigga alone.
And then he's rebooting X-Files. Let's say he just really pops X-Files. I don't know. Do you think he leaves after Black Panther 3? You think he's done with Marvel?
I sure hope so.
I think he's re-signed a deal. I don't think so. Because when he before he did Black Panther 2, he did a 5-project deal. He's already done 5 projects. So I think at some point he's had to reload.
What are the 5?
He did Black Panther 2. He did Ironheart, Eyes of Wakanda. He did the Hurricane Katrina Hulu special.
That's a Disney project. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. X-Files. That's 5.
X-Files ain't Disney.
That's not Fox. Who is that with?
But wait, hold on. Wait. Are you telling me 20th Century is it? What
is FX Fox?
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought their film division was spun out. I thought that was different. Oh no. That's the okay. Hold on. That's the local Fox shit. That's the smaller networks, the local network Fox that spun off. I know there was some part of Fox that didn't get included in the purchase. Damn. X-Files is
he's done
Disney
6.
project.
He's done another project that was on Hulu too. Damn, I forgot what it was. Because I started counting. I'm like, damn, he's already did his 5 projects. But
I sure hope that he is annoyed enough to be like, all right, I'll let somebody else. I'll be like, all right,
he might back off an EP and let somebody else direct it. You gotta find somebody who's gonna do it though.
Well, if he's still the EP, then it's still going in his direction. I don't need no hand holding.
Yeah, y'all didn't, people didn't like Ironheart, so you can't pull Chinaka in. Who would be the young black director? Because they want somebody young. They don't want to bring in nobody old because they ain't gonna be able to tell them old folks what to do. Who is the young black director we put in place to take that franchise over?
Rat Man. Give Rat Man $100 million and let him go crazy.
I'd have been interested. Fuqua, Black Panther.
Yeah, no, Fuqua's Black Panther would be good, but then that's just what Tina was saying. They ain't gonna be able to tell Antoine Fuqua nothing.
He was.
I think he was already up for Black Panther, wasn't he?
They went to Fuqua first. They went to Ava DuVernay, and then Coogler. I don't know what happened with Fuqua. Maybe we'll get him to talk about it one day.
Ooh, please do. Please tell us about your pitch for Black Panther. Tell us what your treatment was. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear what John Singleton's treatment was for Wesley Snipes when they pitched it.
Yeah.
I would like to hear what their vision for Wakanda was.
But I think it's interesting. I think I think I'm more optimistic than I was last year. I definitely could see a tide changing. I definitely could see them going back to Damson and saying, "Hey man, you want to try the variant? Maybe we can give you a little bit more, and we'll see what happens after that." Because he seems giddy about the role. So.
Yeah, no. That first of all, hold on. I'm gonna go back to this one. That's Rat Man. That's who I was talking about. The Supercell director. This one we're talking about Jordan Peele. I think they just recently tried to get Jordan Peele on what was it, Midnight Suns and X-Men, and that didn't work out.
Nope, he don't want to. He wants to make original projects.
Yeah.
Come on, Jordan, do the X-Men one time for one time.
Who was the black director, light skin, I think, that did the Rise of the Silver Surfer? He wanted the Black Panther in the third.
Wasn't that Ona?
Was it Ona? whoever it was, he was going to have what's his name from blanking on his name in Guardians. He says who he was going to be T'Challa.
Tim Story. Why don't his name is Tim Story.
He's black, ain't he?
Yeah, tell me he black, ain't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was talking about what he had pitched for Fantastic Four 3. And how T'Challa was going to be in it and going to be a huge part of it. And
Jimon Hansu was going to be Black Panther, right? And wasn't he going to be the Black Panther in Fantastic Four?
Is that the dude that said who in Guardians?
Yes. Jimon Hansu. The dude. Hey, I was not picking up what the fuck he was talking about, Darius, until we just ran that back.
Look, Kimora Lee, baby daddy. Kimora Lee, baby daddy.
What? Okay, different story.
Before or after Russell?
Y'all don't see that damn tall ass dark skinned baby she got that about 16, 17.
Was that before or after Russell?
That's after Russell.
I haven't seen Kimora Lee Simmons since her reality show.
It's been a while. Give us free. I call him Amnistad. Y'all got to chill.
Yeah, she got a little 16, 17-year-old African son. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, he was in Beauty Shop, too.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
All right. Let's talk about the Michael Jackson biopic. Trailer came out today or yesterday?
Today.
I loved it. I was blown away. I'm excited to see it. I'll probably end up seeing it multiple times. I'm visually gripped. I think Jafar Jackson is a star. I respect him so much for playing this role and really bringing his uncle to life. I didn't have too many bad things to say about it, to be honest with you.
I thought it looked amazing. But it's Antoine Fuqua. People need to let Antoine cook a little bit. They just need to let that man get busy. He's gonna put on. I don't know how good this story finna be, but he gonna give you spectacle. You gonna get spectacle with Antoine Fuqua.
I loved it. I watched it
in the comments earlier, dog.
Quite a few times today. Because I was driving when I got the notification. Boy, I said pulled over. I was like, hold up. I was not expecting this shit today. So pulled over, watched it, the feels, of course, and I love the shots. This is gonna be this is going to be in the $1 billion club of movies. It looks great. It looks great. The only thing I don't like is them off the wall days nose they put on Mike on Jafar. Mike didn't like his nose. I don't think his nose was big personally. I think it fit his face. But what they did, and they got it coming out like it's got a hump in it. What the hell? That wasn't Mike's nose. But I like everything else. I like everything else. It looks great.
Maybe the idea was to represent it the way that he saw it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks amazing. That
it really does.
Teaser. Now I gotta go watch Wicked to see the full thing and hear it. Hear it in actual theater.
I disagree.
What's up?
It does not match his nose
before plastic surgery. He had a slight little acne problem too. Maybe that was what we're seeing in the representation. He's obviously going to go through a lot of facial transition and going on. Mm-hmm. One thing I hope they touch on is his, the vitiligo part of it. Man, I was 16, 17 years old when I found out that Michael Jackson had vitiligo. Mm-hmm. I'm still running around talking, Michael Jackson bleached himself. He don't want to be black. He don't want to be black. And just really taking that though. I'm hoping they tear down a lot of unfounded truths about Michael Jackson.
I've always hated that. I've always hated that. No, see, that nose is not the nose that is in that. And at the last shot of the trailer when he says, "I think we can." What do you say? Can we run that back? Nah.
I mean,
But
it ain't exactly the smoothest frontier, but it ain't. I don't know if it's what we seen in the movie.
So they did touch on here in this. Let me pull that up. They did touch on part 2. They said we are not ready to confirm plans, but the creative team is hard at work making sure we're in a position to deliver more Michael after the first film.
Which means there's a part 2. What kind of statement was that? We're not going to confirm if there's a part 2, but everybody involved with the project is working diligently to make sure we have a part 2.
Look, I mean, the reality is we don't know. We got to hope it make money. I think we know it's going to make money, but for all we know, by the time April get here, we might be in a nuclear war. Who knows?
Man, Tina, they shooting that movie as we speak. They are already in production of that film. They know what they got. They know they got. This would even be a question if it wasn't.
In this one, we're going up until bad, right? Is what I'm getting.
Okay.
And then after that, I think we'll pick up, and then we'll get into the darker half, the allegations, and
because they still got to work all that shit out in court. They can't talk about everything right now.
They just got to reimagine the story. They got to change the story altogether. You got to make it just totally different.
Made a little Asian boy.
Yeah, no, Jafar really does look great. And there was like that the Grammys, the Grammy lip bite. Like he really studied his uncle. He wow. Like even though the ones where he was sitting at the end of the table with everybody. Yeah, he really studied. He really did.
The thriller scene when he looked back at the camera, I was like, "Oh man, oh that's it. He got it. He got it."
Yeah, no, I cannot wait to see this. I really can. Like I said before, I love biopics, and Bohemian Rhapsody I think is one of the best musician biopics.
Whoever said this ain't beating Bohemian Rhapsody, go ahead, pay me my dollar right now. Go ahead, put my dollar down right now.
Who else said that?
This putting belt to ass on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Sure. Yeah, the name alone was going to do octagons around Bohemian Rhapsody. It's Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
you're gonna have old, new, young. Everybody's going to see this film. That's why, and I hope also with your putting to bed the vitiligo stuff. I hope it puts to bed the whole my favorite artist could be the next Mike. No, there's never gonna be another. So yeah,
to your point about Michael Jackson crossing generations. Michael Jackson died in 2009. He died 16 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, we have we got one of those karaoke mics. You can play music over and then sing along on it like it's karaoke. Every day when my daughter wakes up, she grabs that mic and makes us play Michael Jackson. Every morning. Not now. She heard the song somewhere, maybe a movie, what have you, but like it has to be Michael Jackson. My daughter's 2 years old.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson died 16 years ago. You could never.
Yeah.
You could never.
That's why those debates are always just, it irritates me, but it's always so laughable. Just because it's like, I was literally at the dentist last week, and my aunt is one of the what are they called? Whatever, the helpers to the main dentist.
Oh, dental hygienist.
There you go. And Prince came on, and then after Prince, like another song came on, then a Michael song came on. So of course they start talking. I've got all the shit in my mouth. They start talking, and she's like, my nephew loves Michael, but I always try to tell him like Prince is the greatest. And I've got all this stuff in my mouth. I'm like, so I'm like no, no matter where you go, people are always going to try to say, some people are going to try to say, Mike is not the greatest, but Michael Jackson is the greatest. There's never And again, this is going to prove it. I think it's going to, I'm with John. John Campea says it'll make $2 billion. I think so. Too.
I think so. Too.
It's going to be
just
up
because of the spectacle of it. This looks like they really pulled off like the feeling of being at a concert. This is going to feel like a concert movie. So I think when you can entertain people and they already like the main character, people are going to keep going back and forth to see it. This is going to make some money. This next year is going to be the battle of biopics because the Beatles, they're coming out, I think, next fall. So we'll see.
I'm excited to see the Beatles one because I like the biopic stuff, but I don't think that they...
Even if they do, Michael still wins. Michael Jackson's estate still wins because the entire catalog belonged to him.
It's true.
All the music that they playing going right back to the Michael Jackson estate, which I don't even know if we should be cheering right now. They probably already pay for it. You probably already paid for it.
You talking about the trailer?
Yeah, would they strike us for playing the trailer?
Oh, this trailer. I thought you was talking about the Beatles stuff.
I don't know. I haven't done a reaction to it yet to see if it would get struck. Well, I did my reaction earlier, but I haven't uploaded it.
It's Universal. Are they normally Universal Lionsgate?
I mean, it got his music in it.
It does.
Just play it without the sound.
It does.
No,
yeah, didn't get us for the visuals, right?
Without the sound.
Oh well, all right. Look, if you ain't worried about the strike, play it, dog.
Hey man, it's just visually though. It was great.
The cast is loaded. Oh my god, this cast is crazy too.
Is that supposed to be
freaking insane? Barry Gordy.
I was about to say, that's supposed to be Barry, ain't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Look at that. That's crazy.
I love the flashing through his different, when they go to Beat It, he's in the wearing what he was wearing in Beat It. When they had Bad, he's wearing what he's wearing in Bad. That shit is crazy.
That shit is nuts. At the Grammy photo, that shit fucked me up. Right there. Dog, I was like, good night. Wrap it up. That's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, bro. He looks so much like him.
Jesus.
So much like him.
It was Quincy Jones, not Barry Gordy. Quincy Jones. Lorenz Tate is playing Barry Gordy. So that was Quincy.
Okay. And I like that they're showing the hysteria of the fandom too. I want to see some stretches. See, he looked like him right there for sure, with the nose even there. Like, so I'll give it maybe. Hold on, let me go to it. Sorry. Damn. Right there.
He looked. I mean, I didn't pay attention to the nose. I thought like they nailed it on almost everything.
Yeah, no, they did. It's just that last scene. When we get there, I'll pause it.
The thriller, man. Like at some points, I thought that they was just splicing in footage from his actual music videos. That's how
they are killing it. This looks great.
It really does. There. I'm sorry.
I mean, it don't look that bad to me.
It don't look that bad, but that just don't look like him either. But yeah. He got the voice down. I know y'all can't hear it, but he got the voice down.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, that's Quincy.
Got the laugh.
Woo! Look at that. Look, even when he spent in that black, he looked just like Michael.
There was somebody getting pulled out in the stands.
Yep. Look at this. Oh my God.
Oh, that one. Now that too, he looked just like him there. The scream.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna kill this. And all the worry and stuff about that, some folks was having, me included. All that went away after I saw that trailer today. I was like, oh no, they got it. And we didn't even see Catherine. We didn't see Joseph. You know, we didn't
Yep.
see some of the others in the. We didn't see the brothers older. We saw them
Coleman
younger.
and Nia Long. Yeah, I forgot that they were his parents.
That is Quincy Jones, Joe, because the guy from Insecure is playing him. That's Quincy.
Who, Lawrence?
No, the light skinned
no,
dude, the one
the
who had
light-skinned one.
anxiety, Kendrick
Gotcha.
Sampson. Yep, Kendrick. He's 100% playing Quincy Jones, and Lorenz Tate is playing Barry Gordy. Oh, he said, okay. I thought he was saying no, that's not Quincy Jones.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
he
you're
said
right.
it was.
That is
Oh,
Quincy.
Catherine and Joe were in the trailer.
When they were sitting
For
at
like
the table,
I
I think
brief
Joe was
second.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
very brief second.
I didn't see him. Yeah. I'm excited for this. I really am. Made me want to watch Jackson's The American Dream today. Just as like something to get me over. They didn't put the release date, did they? We have a release date on this?
It's April. I don't think they put it on the trailer, but it's April for sure.
April. All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
Look, and let me tell y'all, me and my wife did a trailer reaction, and she was like, "Listen, I just love the TV show. I don't think they gonna get it." When we left after watching it, she told me something. Okay, they got it. They did.
Uh-huh.
She was like, okay. It changed my mind.
They did a good job, man.
Yeah,
They did a really good job.
They killed it.
What was she talking about? The American Dream? Jackson's American Dream?
Yeah, she's like, I just like the American Dream. I don't think nothing can top it. And as we're going through the trailer, she's just like, okay, baby.
I mean, we still gotta watch it now. I ain't gonna dethrone American Dream just yet. Still gotta watch it, but
What
in terms of looks,
did Jason Weaver
looked
think?
very good.
I usually like Antoine Fuqua's movies. He's usually pretty solid. So
Sure.
The boy that played young Michael in Jackson's The American Dream recently passed. What was it, last week? He also played Will Smith, young Will, in a flashback of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell are we talking about?
What's his name? Light skin.
You're not talking about Jason Weaver.
No, not Jason Weaver.
The younger, lighter version of Michael. I don't know how he went from light skin to dark.
Yeah, that always confused me. He was light skinned, and he was dark skinned, and he was light skinned again.
Oh yeah. He played Marlon, not Michael. Sorry, he played Marlon. He was the one getting the switches off the tree.
Go outside and pick me a switch.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Shit show. What else? I think the last thing we got to talk about is the Doomsday trailer.
Doomsday. Dun dun dun.
So much intrigue around this trailer, and yet so little hype for the movie. I just feel like we starting from ground zero, folks.
Can we get on record? Hold on, Marcus. Let's get on record. What is your definition of fiscal success for this movie? Because I need to gauge where you are.
What I consider to be fiscally successful for Doomsday, I would say north of 1.1.
Bro, you don't think they're gonna make a $1.1 billion on this movie?
He doesn't.
Man.
He doesn't think so. I do think so, and I agree with that north of it, because especially now that you have dubbed it the official sequel to Endgame.
Oh, I hope that's not an official dub. That's stupid.
I think it's stupid as well.
But how could you? Yeah, I was about to say, how can you name it the official sequel to Endgame and have all the folks that's in between Endgame and now in the movie? Like, it was one thing if you just going to ignore all them folks and not put them in it, but you got all the young Avengers, you got the new Avengers team, you got the Thunderbolts, you got all the folks. So like, how?
Somehow we are going back to events. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
This thing is gonna smooth past a 1.1 so easy. Like,
13 minutes away. Did we know a year and a month away from Infinity War? Did we know that film was going to be successful? A year and a day away from Endgame, did we know that film was going to be successful?
I don't think I did. I didn't
Like,
think.
what?
Well,
I'm just saying, me
I'll
personally.
Endgame.
I will
saying
say
Infinity
this
War.
on the hype part that I'll disagree. Stamina, typically we're on the same page. I disagree on that one because if we take ourselves, I know that was a while ago, but if we take ourselves back to Infinity War, I remember the YouTubers I was watching at that time, and it wasn't like 2 months, 3 months before where people were doing hype videos and, you know, I've always followed leaks and scoops. So doing leak videos, scoop video, all this stuff like that. That was, they were doing that. I want to say a year before the movie came out. People were hyped for Infinity War.
People were absolutely hyped for Infinity War. We were in the middle of the best stretch of superhero movies ever. Period. We knew those. Captain Marvel had just made $1 billion. We absolutely knew Infinity War was going to go well over $1 billion. We knew for a fact.
When did Infinity War? It didn't come out in 2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Well, I'm saying that year before. I didn't know. I didn't know that it was really going to be out of this world until Black Panther. When I walked out of Black Panther, I said, "Oh, this movie, they finna bring this whole goddamn crowd over." That's when I knew it was gonna be something like crazy.
I guess what I'm missing on is where are those movies? Is it Deadpool and Wolverine and Spider-Man? Those are the movies that represent that Doomsday is going to be good.
I would even say, you know, I have been so strong on the Spider-Man's going to do what Spider-Man's going to do, and maybe still it does. I don't know. We have to see that trailer that I don't believe is coming out during Fire and Ash, but even the stuff surrounding Spider-Man right now. They better get it together.
No, I'm okay. So let me ask it another way, because I know most of our chat isn't pleased with how Marvel is going on right now, right? If Marvel could be what they've been for the last 5 years, and then y'all just show up to the tune of 1.3, 1.5 billion, like y'all telling me it's going to do easily, right? Y'all telling me it's going to pass not Darius and Tina, but I'm looking in the chat. Y'all telling me it's going to pass 1.3 easily, 1.5. So what are we complaining about?
We just.
What are we upset about? Why are we? It sounds like y'all are already completely invested in the universe. Sounds like y'all ready to give y'all cash. So what are we complaining about? We don't need no T'Challa. Y'all good. Y'all getting ready to go and give y'all money to make sure, you know, that Doomsday hit 1.5 billion in the middle of a recession. So what are we complaining about? I don't understand. If we're not upset with the product that's on the table right now, why are we predicting a gigantic win for them in the midst of what? We think 2 duds this year. Thunderbolts, Cap 4, Fantastic Four, all of them underperformed. Where is the confidence coming from?
I think for a lot of people, the thing that's still driving, because as I've said for me, that's still driving me to the theater, knowing because I've been tooting the horn, T'Challa ain't in it, and I'm still going. I think the thing that's driving people, one, is curiosity. I've been here since 2008. I want to see them wrap this shit up. I want to see how they wrap it up. Also, not just the curiosity, but even though Fantastic Four was a dud, and somebody put on Twitter, what did you think of Fantastic Four? Describe it in one word. Honestly, boring. On my rewatches, Lord have mercy. Outside of that,
I haven't rewatched that or Superman. Yeah, I've watched Weapons twice, and I have not seen Superman.
I watched Weapons on HBO when they put it on there again. But yeah. Anyway, outside of Fantastic Four being the dud, Thunderbolts and Brave New World, the difference that I'm going to continue to say with Doomsday is the overall comic, not actor star power, but the comic book character star power that is going to be in these films is going to be the way that the scoopers and the way that the actors that have been giving hints have been describing it is it's not so much as like we're wrapping up the MCU, this saga of the MCU. we're wrapping up everything Marvel has ever put on screen, and we're putting this all together as one big swan song goodbye or whatever.
And so if all of the players who are allegedly party to that swan song, right? So all of the Fox X-Men and, you know, all these past iterations from all these other, you know, Marvel universes that we put together, if all of those contracts haven't necessarily been brought to fruition, if some people that we think that are just lying about not being in the movie aren't in the movie, if we got pitched Fox Universe X-Men, but the only ones we was able to get on for the time was Marston, Patrick Stewart, and Ian McKellen. What if Ryan Reynolds and Wolverine really aren't in the movie? What if Tom Holland really isn't in the movie? What if Storm and Jean Grey really aren't in the movie? Is it still the large scale spectacle that we're expecting it to be? Or is it hodgepodge with the resources they were able to gather together in the short amount of time they actually had to plan this stuff?
I would say if they are planning to roll out a Doomsday film with the characters that were on that tote bag, they're in trouble. But on the other hand, the trades, though, we have to remember the trades. This is not a scoop. This is from the trades saying Doomsday is a 60+ ensemble film, and we've only gotten whatever characters were in those chairs. Now, again, we could be getting a Deadpool Wolverine thing where, there were some whispers from some scoopers that were going back and forth saying, "Oh no, Wesley, oh, I've heard this," but nobody knew that shit for sure.
Right.
Nobody was out there saying for sure Wesley's in it, for sure, you know, whoever else was in, you know, all those people. They could do another one of those moments where, boom, you know, this person shows up and then this person's with them, or Storm might really be with the X-Men when they come out. And
right
now, why they haven't announced her with everybody else? Why keep Storm, Halle Berry a secret and announce
they
the
didn't
others?
have the deal done. The deal wasn't
Tina,
done.
you tell me, you think Famke telling the truth, or you think
No.
she's full
I
of shit?
do. I feel like she is. Yes.
Because of what she told you.
Yes.
Now, would they do this without Jean Grey? And you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, no. Okay, that's the wrong question. Of course, they would do it without her.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, without her, without Wolverine, without Storm, are we still getting the same feel?
No,
if all we could get was Nightcrawler and Cyclops,
absolutely not. That's why I've said if they are planning to roll out Doomsday with that tote bag ensemble, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I feel like Famke. Well, I don't want to say Famke. I feel like Elizabeth Olsen was negotiating publicly, and that's why she was saying all the stuff that she was saying. I feel like Famke was telling the truth because she didn't show up on the trailer watch. Why are you keeping her a secret?
That's true.
And like I said in my video, I talked to her in March, just casual, just talking. And when the trailer watched, I was like, damn, she really ain't there.
And she just turned 61. This really is a geriatric X-Men.
Yeah,
like
that's another thing. It's like y'all know they ran these X-Men into the ground. Like the last X-Men movie that we tried from that line was Dark Phoenix, and they had Professor X crip walking up the stairs.
Yeah,
I don't think like is that the part that's supposed to be automatic box office, or are you telling me that if you throw as many superheroes up against the wall as possible, that's premium content for you? Like that's the one.
It's not premium content. It's slop, but people show up for slop, i.e., Deadpool and Wolverine.
I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine was complete slop. It was it was so
slop with a little
heavy in
seasoning.
nostalgia that they just forgot to plug in certain parts of the story.
This is what I'll say. We're gonna treat Famke, Damson, Elizabeth Olsen, Halle Berry. We're gonna put them all in the same bucket of the deal ain't done, but we could wake up 6 months from now and the deal is closed. Anthony Mackie talked about how they called him the last week of filming for. Where did Anthony Mackie first show up?
Civil War
or
Ultron. Winter Soldier.
He said he was in like a post-credit scene, or it was something weird. He was like, I kid you not, they called me the last week of filming and brought me in. and on some, so it's like they can be doing these deals up until the bell hits midnight. So,
and they're currently doing reshoots.
Yeah.
So
I think
so
Elizabeth Olsen has signed now. Yeah.
So they closed the deal.
Yeah. She's singing a different tune. She's talking about something different now. She's real happy. I said,
Famke? Yeah.
No. Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, Elizabeth Olsen. I thought, I just think Famke's been talking a lot about Marvel lately. She's just getting asked about Marvel, I'm assuming, because of Doomsday.
She has a project coming out, so she's doing press for her other project, and of course, people gonna ask, "Hey, are you gonna be in Doomsday?" And
we talking about Doomsday. It has so reviews. It was okay. It was all right. It had good reviews from comic book people.
What did Doomsday?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. My first watch, Deadpool and Wolverine is a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, but that's about all it's got going for it. And then to give you this whole Anchor Beings bullshit and to connect to show you, hey, Deadpool's here in the MCU now. We got him. But other than that, I think we all said before we watched Deadpool and Wolverine, especially once we really started realizing what Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be, it was not changing the course of the MCU. It wasn't going to be one of those things where everybody was going to get online, or the MCU's back. I think we all even said that still lies on the shoulders of Brave New World after it, and that fumbled it massively. So it's just like, nah.
And then Kevin Feige lied once again. He kept telling us, man, this is gonna change the game. This is gonna control the MCU moving forward. So I'm going in like, okay, this is gonna be like a game changer, and it's like it wasn't. Everybody is still consolidated. Everybody go back to what they're doing. Y'all ain't talk about nothing. We ain't talk about Kang. Yeah, the TVA showed up, but it still was this consolidate.
Right.
Once again, like Ryan Coogler, they let Ryan Reynolds go off and do whatever the hell he wanted to do, and call up all your friends that you want to call up. You think Kevin Feige said bring Blade back, or Ryan Reynolds said I'm gonna call Blade. I'm gonna call
Ryan Reynolds, because hell, Wesley Snipes even said during all that press run, it was Reynolds that called him. Because he was getting asked about the whole people thinking that he hated Ryan Reynolds from Blade, Trinity, and all that kind of shit. So, but even with Spider-Man,
I do think he didn't like Ryan Reynolds from Blade Trinity.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, I believe that was real, and it wasn't even all Ryan's fault. But like, the way that Blade Trinity ended up coming out, the way that it looked when it was all said and done, I would have a problem with young Ryan Reynolds myself. Or Hannibal King.
Wesley was just that guy. He was the star. He had an ego. And they said Wesley act crazy on all.
And they was trying to replace him. They was trying to get a new Blade in place.
Yeah.
They was trying to do the same thing back then that they try to do every now and again. Now, let's replace him with another character. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's see if our version works, so we don't have to pay the original creator any royalties on this next version.
Yeah. So I think people are, if they make it a spectacle, people are always gonna come out for entertainment and spectacle. They always gonna do it. Guess what? Fantastic Four was not a spectacle. Thunderbolts was not a spectacle. What do I want to go back and watch this for again? Nah, man.
It sure in the hell was not. Neither one of them. Either one of them. I still don't think Thunderbolts is a terrible movie. Out of all three of them, it's the best that they did out of those three. But it
ain't a good one.
No, it's still not that great.
It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not
that
terrible.
bad though. It's not. I think for me, because again, it all depends on, I guess, your writing and director. I enjoyed John Walker so much more. Like, he was actually my favorite character. Then I can't stand him. And first of all, I hate Falcon Winter Soldier. I hate that show. But I can stand him in that show. He was so much better, so much more likable. And that. But you
forgot. He just stopped tripping about the fact that he murdered someone. They just kind of let that part slide off of him, and he was all good.
Yeah,
he was comical. He cracking jokes and shit. I mean, like, hey, ain't you a murderer? Like, didn't you kill somebody in public? What is this? You can't be an Avenger. What kind of nonsense is this?
Look, I think you get Elizabeth Olsen back, and we might let Famke slide. You get Jonathan Majors back in there. They can move. They can move some stuff. They can move. They can move a little furniture.
They better get them all back. I'm telling you, because they always cite. They're the ones. Feige has been on red carpets, blue carpets, purple carpets, talking about how we always want to try to be bigger than we were the last time. They want this. If you want this to be bigger than in Endgame and Infinity War, then you better bring the spectacle, like Tina was saying, and you better bring all these people back to where you can have people coming out of the theater saying, "You'll never guess who's in this movie. Oh, bro, I'm going to see it with you. What time are you going?" Yeah, you need that energy. And if you don't have that energy, and I'm telling you, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's too far out for the trailer." I disagree because you don't have that energy right now.
That was my point to Stamina. He like, it's 13 months out. Will we be talking about a trailer about to come out right now if they didn't feel the same way?
Yeah, they need to get the morale up for this movie. And I don't know.
Oh, go ahead, Darius. Finish your thing.
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't know if showing. I mean, I guess just showing from all the accounts of the trailer, it's just been a heavy on Doom. So I guess that obviously, showed Doom. I guess you don't want to spoil you don't want to spoil who your other cameos are, but yeah, that better be some damn good Doom scenes, because you got to carry that for 13 months. And I'm obviously going to drop out of the trailers, but you got to carry that conversation and hype for 13 months with this Doom stuff.
That's why I didn't believe it. That's why I didn't believe it. I'm like, so y'all gonna drop a trailer a year early? Y'all got to keep dropping tidbits all the way up until then. Y'all can't just drop this trailer and then we don't see another trailer until Comic-Con. Because what the hell was the point? We're gonna stop talking about this in 2 weeks.
It's confusing because they're saying that they're gonna be heavy on the Doom action. Well, the only Doom action you can show us is coming from this movie. Like, he hasn't done anything in any other film for you to you showing us a sizzle reel. So you gonna have to give up heavy parts of the action to make us feel whatever we're about to walk into.
Or it's one of those. Well, it's the same. Never mind. Forget. I was gonna say that's the same scene. They just digitally took Hulk out. I was gonna say more. They do this thing where, hey, you saw that scene, but that's not in the
right.
We redid this or redid that or whatever. But like you said, he hasn't done anything else. That's why I'm like, I don't know that is the Doom action, and however what is this probably going to be like, what, a minute something? Is that Doom action? Robert Downey Jr. talking, is that going to be enough for 13? Again, they're dropping other trailers in between. Then you'll get your first official, then your last one. But I'm saying, is that going to be enough to carry it to your first official trailer? Because you don't want the talking to die down in between.
Yeah. That's why I said, y'all, they got to have a plan. You got to have this. This has to be a 1-year plan. You can't drop this trailer. We're going to talk about it for 2 weeks, maybe a month. And then next we talking about is the government finna open back up. What the hell, So they got to keep this stuff going and going and going for a whole year.
I feel like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. If they put out the footage and it's very popular, they will have spent it so early that it's hard to maintain that momentum. And then if they put out this footage and it doesn't create buzz, then you come into my side. Then you are letting the darkness consume you. And all of a sudden now you're very eerie about what's going on with Doomsday. Because like, if that's what y'all doing and it still ain't moving the needle, pack this shit up, man. Put the fries in the bag. Quit playing with me.
Man, what about the scoops that he's gonna be like decrepit and falling apart under the suit?
That's what I wanted to get to. Like, I know that Doom is very big into magic, but he's not a guy that leans on it, right? Like, he has technology. He's very smart. He rivals that of Reed Richards, but again, doesn't lean on technology, right? Doom is a formidable force. Doom needs no magic. Doom needs no technology. Doom needs no suit to survive. What kind of version of Doom is this?
It ain't. It's the Endgame sequel. It's I as much as I hate it, I am more so leaning and believing, despite what the Russos have said, that this really is some variant version of Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, or something like that. That this whole maybe not a variant, but the whole adoption theory is starting to. I hate it. But everybody's starting to carry Josh's little adoption theory now, and with them saying it's a sequel to Endgame, and he's got all this he's having to have the armor on him because he's decrepit. I mean, it's kind of like mirroring I don't know, Iron Man in a way, because he had to have the armor, he had to have the heart.
Oh, you know who he is? He's homeboy from Invincible. What's the old dude that took the little boy's body so he can be with the little girl? That's problematic as hell, by the way.
You're talking about Robot?
Yeah, Robot. There you go. Yeah. The old handicapped man that took DNA from one of his teammates to become a little boy so that he can be with a girl.
Because okay, where's this Victor Von Doom from? Where's he from? And where's the Victor Von Doom from 828? Like, if we're gonna play the variant route, if we're gonna say in every universe there's a Victor Von Doom, and in our universe you were supposed to be Victor, but you just grew up to be Tony Stark. You did some type of, what do they call it? You did something that made you go a different route than all the other Dooms. So now there's a Doom coming in. Where the hell are you coming from? And where was Doom from 828?
The theory stands, and this is just the theory that everybody seems to be running with now, and I hate it, that when we traveled back in Endgame and Tony was talking to his dad in the elevator, and he's talking to him, and he says that yes, I know it's annoying. It's annoying because it's like, at the time of Endgame, you can't tell me that they were like, oh, and then in 2025 we're gonna
retcon.
It's like, no,
we're gonna make this guy Dr. Doom.
Yes, I know it's retconning, but so anyway, in that, I guess Tony was shocked at the fact that they didn't know what they were having or something like that, or they were having a girl or something like that, or whatever it was. He was shocked at something. You see it on his face and being shocked about it. And so the theory here is that they miscarried and they adopted Tony and named him Tony, but Tony was really Victor. And he didn't grow up to be Dr. Doom. He grew up to be this hero and blah, 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 blah. And yeah,
that's fine.
So this world wasn't
that
supposed
nigga
to have
stay
a
dead.
Tony Stark.
Let that nigga stay dead. Y'all ain't gotta tell us all that. Let him stay dead. Don't let it be no thing where this Tony comes back alive and now he's Doom or body snatching. Don't do all that weird stuff, man.
They sure better not, because if Tony can come back alive, you know who else can come back alive, damn it. Shit.
We watched that man die by the hands of an Infinity Stones. Now, if he come back, God damn it.
Yeah, just bring everybody back at this point. Let's
bring everybody back at that point, yeah.
Johnny is right. Johnny is right. There is a comic where Doom and Tony did switch places. I get that. But this is why I say sometimes we got to separate the movies from the comics, because that shit is weird for somebody who hasn't watched all this stuff. The last movie they saw was Endgame, and now we coming back and we watching the Body Snatchers. What the hell going on?
And then you had the Russos talking about nobody else could play this version of Doom except
shut up
Jr. So yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know that I believe any of this outside of the stuff we have physically seen from the pictures of the sets and stuff like that. I don't even know that I believe the current plot line that's out there.
I think we got to give some of this stuff some merit because some of this stuff is
Some
starting
of it
to
does
happen.
line up. Some of it absolutely does line up. But like some of these, like that plot leak that came out that was like Doom travels, and when he finally makes it to Loki, he gets there and it's Loki and Chris Evans, Captain America, Chris Hemsworth's Thor, 5 other Thors, superior Iron Man wielding the gauntlet. I'm like, hold on, damn, that's a lot of shit. So some of that stuff I don't believe, but I absolutely believe a lot of the other stuff that's lining up with the scoops and the pictures and the other stuff. Yeah, it lines up. It lines up.
This is gonna be interesting. And
it is.
It's gonna be okay for the general audience. I think it's just us that's gonna be in here nitpicking every damn thing wrong with the movie.
Well, but then why hasn't the rest of the stuff they've been putting out been fine for the general audience, man? Like it's just it is. They have a lot that needs to align. They need to do a lot in terms of organization and story. They've got a lot to do with marketing, with them deciding to post the first teaser trailer 13 months out from the movie being here. So with all of that being said, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to bet the field, because chances are they screw up on one or two of those things before all of that comes into perfect alignment and we have another Endgame. Because again, what came with Endgame was the sort of generational fever for that movie to come out. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. And things are more expensive and conditions are more dire, and people are making real life decisions about what to cut and what not to cut. So if I'm going to go see a movie 6 times to make sure it hits $2 billion, it had better be fucking good.
I don't know if it's going to hit 2 billion. I know it's skating past 1.1.
Like, you know, and that's true too. We do have to see where King Trump's America is going to
That's
be.
what I said.
In 2026. We don't know. I mean, hell, we are sitting here now, and if let's say if this is 2026, which would be a month away from seeing Doomsday and the government is shut down.
Yeah.
We have no idea. You know, that's why I have said many times. Well, I don't want to say many times. I guess when talking about his dumbass many times. But when they've said, well, the courts have ordered Trump to distribute food stamps. So what does that exactly mean? Because he's been ordered before, and he has not given a damn about being what you've ordered, and he has
immunity.
Yeah,
he has immunity. You can't do nothing.
He knows that. He's very, very aware of his immunity. So it's like, and then they said, after they said he was ordered, then he said, no, I'm not. Then the White House had to walk that shit back. Then he said again, no, I'm not. Then the courts said, oh, well, we reprimanded him and he's got 24 hours. How did you reprimand him? What does that mean? And I tell you, so anyway, by tomorrow, they're saying that SNAP benefits should be issued. They won't. I'm a recipient, so I'll let you know. They won't be. Nobody's getting their SNAP benefits tomorrow. The courts can tell him whatever the fuck. So we have no idea where the fuck we're gonna be in 2026.
We don't.
Big dog, what is this supposed to be telling me? I don't know if we're going back and forth about Doomsday making money or not. Can correct me if I'm wrong. But what are you telling me?
Your expectations are too ridiculous.
But okay, out of the 7 movies that all made $1 billion, north of $1 billion, how many of them are post 2019? 2? So does that show an upward trend or a downward trend?
Downward.
Okay, so that's all. I'm just counting.
I'm
playing the trend.
But that's what he's saying. It's down for everybody. So if
no. I'm assuming he's saying there's been 7 MCU films that have hit $1 billion, right?
No, he says $2 billion. Like $2 billion should not be the expectation.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I got you. Setting the bar at 2 billion. Yeah, no. I said it at 1.1. If it makes more than 1.1, I consider it a success. I'm not setting the bar at 2 billion. You're right. 2 billion is too much of an expectation for sure.
Yeah.
Off topic, but something I didn't bring up. That Michael poster is also brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great too. It's good.
It's good.
Poster's great. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, China isn't helping also.
Hey, I was about to say the Doomsday or not Doomsday. What's it call it? Endgame and Infinity War. Hell, Captain America, all of them had, or Captain Marvel, all those had the Chinese film market.
Right.
They all had the Chinese film market. Now, maybe again, we don't know what conditions going to be by 2026, 2027. So we'll see what it looks like then. But we know Superman didn't have a Chinese market. How'd that help Superman?
Yeah, didn't help much.
So are we looking at Spider-Man at all? And how it does?
I have some of the same concerns about Spider-Man that I do about Doomsday. I just think that Spider-Man has the better track record.
Does it? Y'all start
this
getting
iteration
crazy
of Spider-Man.
So what is
This iteration of Spider-Man has the better track record. We've never seen a Spider-Man movie with this run fail. So
what if well, I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that on especially even if I don't know. I guess even if the trailer comes out and it's not all that great, I just know the things that are being, and this is just shit being said. Who knows? The scoopers or what they're saying around it right now. Ooh, oofa. It's sounding like a big like why? What? Why is this real? Why is this happening? It's already a lot of motherfuckers in it.
it's so jam-packed. It's so many people in this movie.
On top of there being a lot of people in it, the storyline, if that is the true storyline, it's
I think if they try to keep this story isolated, I don't know, because if you think about all of the Spider-Man movies are connected to the Avengers in some type of way or connected to the MCU. If they're trying to make this self-contained Spider-Man movie with the Punisher and we're just kind of doing our own, if it's not connected to Doomsday, I don't know how.
They've said that
It
the
has
Web
to
of
be
Life,
connected to Doomsday.
it has to be. That's what they've said it is too. But they've also said the Web of Life and Destiny plays a big part in this film. What's his? Damn, I forget. I forget what it was with him. But yeah, the Web of Life and Destiny plays a big part in this film. A lot of people in it. Oh yeah, that's what it was. If you watched your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I remember at the time of watching it, some of the scoopers came out and said how Scorpion was in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is how he's going to be in Brand New Day. With the newest leaks that come out about it, I get it now. So if you watch your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and you know what happened to Scorpion in that suit, apparently those same things, but with the symbiote, are supposed to be happening with the Scorpion.
I heard something real stupid that I hope is fake. That instead of using the whole symbiote that got left in the 616 universe from Venom, because they retconned that, or not retconned it, but they fixed it in Venom 3. They took it out. But now they're gonna run the symbiotes back under the guise of gamma research with Bruce Banner. So we're gonna get gamma symbiotes.
That's what they're talking about.
Now, who?
But they're supposed to be
writing
all of
this
these
nonsense.
villains. Testing it on Scorpion, testing it on Tombstone, testing it on Boomerang.
This is dumb.
Tarantula.
This is dumb.
That's what I
the
said.
Type of dumb nonsense that fucks up your film. This is stupid.
And see, this makes me wonder when you go back to the quotes of Tom saying, I'm online. I listen. I look at the comments what the fans want. Who wanted this? Where was he at? What Reddit corner was he in reading this crazy? And then it'd be cool if Tombstone and everybody got the symbiote, but Spider-Man didn't. What?
So wait. Okay. We got the Hulk. We got Punisher. We got Punisher's little redhead friend and Sadie Singh. My dog having a bad dream, y'all.
What's that? I know.
Chakra or something.
Yeah.
The character's name?
His little friend. You know Shang-Chi gonna show up in this movie. He got to.
Oh, yeah.
They done made Destin Cretton move his own shit around to do this movie. Shang-Chi showing up too. All right, Hulk, Punisher, Shang-Chi, and the redhead friend, and symbiote and gamma symbiotes.
And look, and what does Tombstone like? It's a lot. It's a lot.
Right. Oh yeah, no, I forgot. Yeah. Tombstone and Scorpion too.
Level gang.
You got the mystery role of Tremel Tillman.
Yeah, I forgot who's Tremel Tillman playing.
He just recently got interviewed and talked. They asked him, they're like, "Okay, so you're playing the
Said,
villain
who
in
said I was a
Spider-Man?"
villain?
Yeah, he's like, "Who said I was a villain?" And da da da.
I feel like the people. So it's the
Them
people
folks.
line.
The people are still strongly convinced that he's Kang.
Nah.
I don't think so either.
Nah.
I don't know who he could be. Again, like some people said, watch him be just one of Peter's professors.
Oh gosh. That would be wild.
But that's how they do though. We sitting over here theorizing about who Giancarlo gonna be. And he's some motherfucker named Sidewinder.
He might fuck around and be Black Doc Connors.
Oh gosh.
Jesus, don't race swap him. Just let him play a black character. I'd rather them create a black character for him to play than to race swap another character.
What's them the memes of Black Norman Osborn? I'm something of a nigga myself.
Johnny, I do not smoke, but I will
hey, Johnny,
imitate doing one.
I do, brother. I don't have
Darius said, if she ain't gonna put one up, I'll put one up for her.
Let Darius light one up for me. It's my birthday, y'all. Drop $1 in the super chat so I can go get some breakfast in the morning. Hey, if he's gonna, I thought maybe he could be Cardiac. That's a deep Spider-Man cut of a villain. I was thinking about it because I'm like, damn, who are Black Spider-Man villains? And if it's just gonna be a montage, why are you doing that? Don't do no montage.
Maybe they did just release. Marvel Legends just released randomly a Cardiac in the wave, this new Spider-Man wave, and nothing's ever really done. I don't know.
Unintentionally.
Maybe, unintentionally like that. So Cardiac has never been made before. This was like it's the first ever Cardiac figure. So maybe. And he was such a random one to put in this wave anyway. So maybe.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side.
Yeah, he could have held out and been Miles's dad. I would have held out a little bit. I would have held out. Yeah, he could be, but they said he's a villain though. That's why I'm not thinking Robbie Robertson.
I could see them trying to do a race swap Norman Osborn. I could see it. I hope not, but
I think they are doing a race swap Norman Osborn. I think they want to do personally, I don't know. They don't have to race swap him, but I know some of y'all haven't watched it because you are not trying to watch stuff on Disney or Marvel.
You think they're doing Friendly Neighborhood?
I think they're doing Friendly Neighborhood. I think they are.
Okie dokie.
And look, in the DEI world that we used to live in, I did a video on this a while ago, and y'all, when they're sending these casting roles out, they're not really like attaching race to it unless race is just very super like specific. So they might just say, hey, looking for a man who's, can be like a businessman. You don't know you going in for, whoever until you knee deep into it. And you're like, oh, damn, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
we just know it's a Marvel role. Yeah.
That's how they got Yaya. It was like a mousetrap. Like on the outside, it said Marvel character. And no sooner than he walked his ass through that threshold, all we heard was smack. Simon Williams. He just knew he was gonna get a respectable superhero.
Yeah. Because the guy who plays the Valerian in House of the Dragon, he said he didn't know. He just went out for a role. He didn't know it was gonna be a white guy. I'm just
talking
outside.
about the sea snake.
Yeah, Steve Toussaint.
Yeah, House Valerian. Yeah,
Hey,
it
man,
caused quite a stir. Caused quite a stir. I remember we did a video over it because people were so upset talking about, oh, they're not black. I remember
and they over
you
it
don't
now.
know.
Shit,
they are lost
you over
civilization. How you know?
They over it. They now you can't see nobody else being oh boy. We over it. Move on. That's how they're gonna be for Snape. They just gonna move on. You have no choice. What else you gonna do? But
Nah, I don't think they're gonna move on from Snape. I think they're
what
gonna give him
can they
hell.
do?
I think they're going to give him hell. I think they're gonna give him hell. If you thought Moses Ingram got it bad for being an original black character in a Star Wars, what the hell you think when they change a integral character to the entire story? Snape is not just an overlooked character.
No,
Snape
I get it.
is very important to that story arc. And then again, it's the very, very awkward happenstance that this character is heavily admonished for his physical appearance.
Yeah.
And how they're going to flip that around and make it not racist, I still don't understand. But I guess that's why you sit back and watch the shows, right?
Yeah. Maybe they lean
We got
into
super
it.
chats,
I don't
y'all.
know.
We got super chats. Hold on.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a chick. Tell my mind I ain't forget. Welcome junkie.
Do we already do Puma Lee's?
Yeah.
She's a hater recap. Yep, this one. Okay, let's move on down.
Recast Nate Moore.
Recast Nate Moore. Shout out to Joe for the $5. We got one more. Let me see. All right. Last Jedi made the same amount as Deadpool and Wolverine. The movie did so much damage to Star Wars. It made $1 billion. So what? That's no defense for the quality. Okay.
I agree.
That's certainly an opinion, and I tend to agree with it. I think the only jeopardy is that the studio makes another one when it makes that much money.
Yep. Keep going.
Let's just hope for our sakes that that's not, where it ends up. All right, we got one more. Hold on. We're going to do...
Money. You just mad because your ass is old. First thing you do is just pick up the phone.
Motherfucker. Shout out to Culture Made for the $3. Happy G-Day to T. I'll do better next week, man. You did great this week. Appreciate
I don't know what you
Culture
mean
Made.
by that, but yeah. Y'all always show up for Darius and Chill and Marcus at the Pantheon. Y'all are some loyal supporters.
That's down, Pantheonas.
Appreciate y'all always. Thank you very much.
Always.
Feige stepping down after Secret Wars. Now Feige finna see this X-Men saga through, and then I think he takes the hat off. Once they culminate whatever this next X-Men saga is gonna be, then he's stepping down. Lauren said, I kidnapped Chill. No, I did not. I wish Chill was here.
You think Papadou, however you say his name, you think he leans into
Isiadu.
Oh, okay. You think he leans into the Professor Snape voice like Alan Rickman? Or he makes it his own?
If he doesn't, it's just going to be yet another thing that people point out as being inaccurate. I don't truly think this man know what he stepped into. I don't think he understands how ravenous his fan base is. I don't even think they understand how ravenous they are. Right? I think they think because they were fighting for an underrepresented group against J.K. Rowling that they're virtuous. Them people crazy. And they care about the characters and they care about the story. And so when they get out there and now all of a sudden Snape's personal appearance is no longer a thing, because I mean, we can't talk about a black man having the ugly, greasy hair and a fat black nose, right? And when the whole love affair between Lily and James and Snape comes to play. Now it's a whole racial thing, and now that's going to be part of the discourse online. I think it's going to be a mess. I think it's going to be an absolute mess.
I think it's crazy that you think that he doesn't know what he's stepping into.
Okay, I don't know.
Like, they know. People know. Like, you know, when you get ready to sign that job at corporate America, and they say this is the team you managing, you just like, oh shit. These actors know what they stepping into.
Okay, I surely hope so, and I hope he withstands it. And a matter of fact, I hope that it doesn't even happen. But but you know, if I know folks like I know folks, they gonna do what folks do.
And you gotta think about where he's from. They used to this because they always have to play race swap characters in Europe. They grew up in theater playing race swap characters.
Yeah,
They don't.
I
They
mean,
don't. They don't damn care.
classical theater going out to play Othello is not playing Professor Snape. It's just not.
I get it.
You know, there's gonna be things in there that have to be changed. How well does it go over, and how well does the audience take it?
Does he have a fade or a perm?
No, he's got to do a bust down middle part like Snape. He got to have the bust down bob like Snape. Anything other than that is unacceptable. Bust down middle part soccer mom bob.
You know, since we've been talking about this, I especially have been paying attention because I'm doing this whole thing where it's like every Sunday you watch one of the Harry Potters and it leads you up till I think like the 21st or something of Christmas or something like that.
When does it come out, Darius? Do they have a release date for this TV show?
Oh no, not yet. I don't think so.
Okay,
not yet. But so I'm for this past Sunday I watched the first one. There are some more black children in it than I thought. I'm counting because of Snape being black. I was like, let me count the niggas in, because the only ones I ever seen was the 10 points for Gryffindor and oh boy from How to Get Away with Murder.
Go back and this time count how many words they say.
Oh no. Notice I said they're there. They don't say shit.
They were around.
but they're there. They are there. So maybe they'll have an African American club at Hogwarts, led by Snape.
They're gonna change this. This is not gonna be. It's not gonna be same. They're making changes. This is not gonna be like the movies. They changing shit. They're gonna change it.
Oh no, it's definitely going to be different. But when I say different, what they're doing is they're just going to add shit that they literally could not add in the movies. Like there are teachers that are in the books that aren't in the movies. There's events that are in the books that are, they couldn't put in a 2-hour movie.
That watered it down for sure.
Yeah, so I'm ready. We've seen Lithlow in his get up as Dumbledore. He looks great. The kids look great. So as I'm rewatching these, as I like I said, every Sunday. So I've only watched the first one. You know how they do the flashbacks when Hagrid's telling Harry about how Voldemort gathered a bunch of witches to his cause, and at the time they didn't really have how Voldemort was going to look, so it was just a man in a cape, hooded cape. I hope they lean more into those flashbacks. I hope they show, because in the books it's the Lestranges that are one of the first houses to his cause, which is Bellatrix's people. Then you got the Blacks and all these other. I hope they show that stuff. Like if you're gonna,
like
that's
the first time that he came into power.
Yeah. Like all that's in the book. Like I want to see that stuff. So I didn't read the books, but through TikToks and shit, you learn.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'd like to see it. I hope they do all that. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it. Have you been watching Welcome to Derry? Or no, Tina, you said you watched the first episode. You didn't know anything about Pennywise?
Don't know nothing. I'm coming in here like
Oh, you never seen it?
blind. I am a real general audience member. I am coming into this so blind, and I'm just like, what the hell going on?
They done had 2 versions of it already. You ain't
I've
watched
never
nothing.
seen it. I never
Okay.
watched it.
You should watch the old one, but you should definitely
am.
watch the. So, are you waiting till you get? Are you waiting for the series to this first season to conclude? Then you're watching the newer
No,
movies.
I'm just waiting to find the right time to do it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then I also was thinking about doing like a reaction video
You
to
should.
it too. But I
With
gotta
the
find
hype
the time.
with the hype of it at the moment, you should, because they are going. I think they said it's the highest streamed show ever.
I think it's like top 3 or something like that. I saw.
Yeah, it's up there. That
good.
first episode is pretty. I have not watched the second one yet, but that first one was pretty good.
This
Since
narrative.
since I didn't know anything about it, I'm thinking I'm gonna watch something about a clown. So all this other stuff going on, I'm like, what the hell? Oh, where's the clown? I'm like, where the fuck is the clown? But the
Oh, he gonna
story's
show
kind
up.
of, the
He
story's
gonna
kind of
show
good.
up.
So now I'm kind of bought in a little bit.
Yeah, that's great.
This narrative that they're going with in Derry in the TV show, the type of social messaging that they have in this show, the societal ills that they're representing in here, none of this shit would exist on Paramount. None of it.
Oh no,
Like
no,
none of that shit is flying on Paramount. I am still bewildered by what they even want with this beyond just the takeover.
I mean, he flat out basically said it, did he not? When he said that they are going to be more MAGA aligned, they want to distance themselves from actors that are pro-Palestine.
That's crazy.
to say it out loud and to actually work towards those ends. Yeah.
But Marcus, that's the thing. It was crazy 9 months ago. It's not as crazy in Trump's America when we're hearing people say, "Oh yeah, this is MAGA this, and this is what we're going to do." We're telling you, we told y'all then, you didn't. We're telling you what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, you missed the whole first part of this conversation with me and T, and we're having it. I absolutely believe that this is an ideological move. It has nothing to do with business because it doesn't really make business sense. But even with that, just because they're doing it doesn't mean it's going to be successful. And so right now they've been able to find a niche where a certain segment of America hasn't been served in the streaming apparatus. Their interests aren't really being served in that way. And so they fill the gap. They're mistaken if they think they can purchase all of Warner Brothers and turn that catalog and that content into what they're making right now. Because I don't believe that type of content has mass appeal. And when you put 2 large companies together like Warner Brothers and Paramount, and you have to now cater to the masses with that, without a mindset of doing so, you'll tank it. You'll take it just as fast as you bought it. So I don't think having a hit list versus pro-Palestinian actors when the entire world has turned against that Zionist cause is necessarily a recipe for money making.
No, I agree.
It's crazy.
I agree. They think the opposite because they think that the entire. I don't know if they really think that, or if it's just again a delusion. I don't know what the fuck they think over there at Magaland, but they really think the entire world's on their side. So, I mean, they do. They think the entire
talk about an echo
world's
chamber, boy.
So they
It's just that's like buying a freaking like rap record label and say, "Look, y'all ain't gonna be smoking and drinking under my watch." So you are in the wrong
Like,
business.
what?
You are in the wrong bit. Like, why are you buying a movie studio when everybody knows Hollywood is full of gay people? Like, this is the most DEI type of business to be in. You're gonna get
HBO
gay
don't do
people,
nothing but
black
make gay
people.
shows. That's all they do is make gay content. It's just gay. And nothing. This is gay people all over the show, all over the brand.
What y'all want it for?
They got Sam J doing stand-up specials. How's Sam J gonna fit in at Paramount?
What's his name with the documentary that I'm waiting on season 2 for? What's his name? Black comedian, skinny. Neighbors.
Gerard Carmichael.
Yes.
No, that show's done. That's over. That's done.
Wait,
that ain't.
it's
That ain't
not
never-
coming back.
That shit ain't never coming back.
I wanted season 2.
That embarrassment ritual is done forever. That shit is never coming back.
I don't know why he did that. I was so just like episode to episode. I'm like, you let them put this out there?
Now, to be fair, Paramount do have, I think the L Word and Noah's Ark is on there. So maybe they okay with a little gay. Maybe they okay with a little DEI.
The L Word?
Noah's Ark is over there too.
Ain't that TV show like 20 years old?
But it's over there.
Man,
And Noah's
yeah.
Ark just did like a new movie and it's on. I was mad I had to get Paramount to try to watch the shit. I'm like, why is Noah's Ark on Paramount? That's, that's about 4 gay men. So they might be okay to it.
Okay.
It's real
Sure.
gay. I mean, it's like gay.
It's real gay.
It's my type of gay.
They don't even want that type of energy. Like they don't want euphoria. They don't want all the shit that's going on in Game of Thrones. Like they don't want it for real. So why is this even happening? Well,
That's why
somebody that they know got control of Paramount and they can make it happen. So it's happening.
I agreed with you when I was listening earlier when you said Universal. I agree. I mean, it's already fits everything they're already doing.
Man.
You don't even have to change, and you would be gaining. I mean, you would get Game of Thrones. Or no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't get Game of Thrones. Sorry.
A Game
You
of
would get,
Thrones theme
you get
park
DC
inside
though.
of Universal would be crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be nuts.
You get DC though. You get DC, and you could have some fun with DC.
No,
Imagine-
they would get Game of Thrones. Why you say they won't get Game of Thrones?
They get Game of Thrones.
Yeah, if they
That
put
is
the
all
Warner
Warner
Brothers-
Brothers.
That's Warner Brothers. Yeah, you get Game of Thrones. You get DC. Yeah. And imagine again. Look at what they've done with Diagon Alley.
That's what I
over at
said. I was like, they
Universal.
already got Harry Potter in there, and people love
Imagine
that shit.
walking into King's Landing, walking into Winterfell, bro, or the Vale, or anything like that. Like just all of it, man. Walking up on Dragonstone.
Let me go over there where the Valerians at. I'm not going to Dragonstone. I ain't going to Winterfell. Take me over there where they at on the beach.
The Driftmark.
I was
Take me
say,
to Driftmark.
old Valeria gone. This shit got burnt to the ground.
Take me to Driftmark. Take me
Yeah.
where the niggas at.
They get Lord of the Rings too, yeah. So you'd be able to even try to, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan like that, but you'd be able to what is that? Middle Earth? You able to do Middle
Yeah.
Earth?
Yeah.
Do they have Lord of the Rings or is that with Amazon?
Or you know what? I think
MG
Amazon has some rights to it, but they don't have the film rights because
Film
Hobbit
rights
and
are-
all of that was Warner Brothers.
It's still on HBO Max and all that.
They have the TV show. They got that animated television show that they were working on, and then they had the TV show that was already going on.
Mm.
I don't think they got film rights though.
Yeah, see,
I know they don't because the hunt for Gollum is happening
that's
under
right.
Warner Brothers.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. It is. So okay. So I'm not okay. I'm watching Lord of the Rings because I'm watching it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm watching it. I tried it the first time, didn't like it, but I'm now being told to rewatch it, so I'm watching it. And I guess I started it wrong. So we started with The Hobbit.
Nah, don't do that. That would be like starting Star Wars at episode 1 and
Wait a
watching
minute.
it in chronological order instead of the order it was meant to be viewed in.
Which one's the ones that follow Bilbo Baggins? Is that The Hobbit?
That's The Hobbit.
Okay, I watched.
So you
those
need to
first.
watch the Game of Thrones, the first 3, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King, and then watch The Hobbits.
Oh shit! See, I already backed up. Then I didn't watch The Hobbits, and now I'm watching. I guess, and don't get mad at me, Lord of the Rings people. I'm just asking. I ain't seen Gandalf do too much but get his ass whooped and run.
First of all, watch your mouth.
That's why I preferenced what I said first.
You didn't watched half of one Lord of the Rings movie. Now you think you know the White Wizard. You need to watch your mouth.
Hey, he's still the gray one right now. He ain't even the white one right now. He ain't Gandalf the white right now.
All right. When he
He's still
become Gandalf the white,
gray.
you know it's time to whoop ass.
I hope so. I hope so.
You shall not pass.
I've seen that part. Anyway, I brought that up to say the hunt for Gollum is picking up. It's the story that is already told in The Hobbit, but on screen. That kind of disappointed me because I was like, oh, I kind of want to see this. And then I was like, oh, that's the story?
Like the meme, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh. It's like,
so
I don't know that that's exciting. I mean, I guess you can make it exciting, but the way Bilbo told it, I'm sorry, not Bilbo, the way Gandalf told it, or whoever the fuck was telling the damn story, somebody was telling the story. I was like, I don't know, but
they gonna spice it up. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. We're gonna get to see Aragorn again. They gonna freshen up Orlando Bloom's facelift, make him look a little younger.
I do have complaints. I do have complaints. I saw him in what was one of the newer ones. Okay, so the old stuff, and then they made his eyes blue, and he looked older. I'm like, why did I don't know? I was like,
what are we talking about?
Legolas. Ain't that his name?
What about him? You said they made his eyes blue.
He was older looking in one of the other ones. Like, yeah, obviously Orlando Bloom got older, but was the aging?
Well, he should have been older. He should have been looking older in
the Hobbit ones.
Nah, he should have been looking older in Lord of the Rings. They de-aged him a bit in the Hobbit.
Oh, I didn't like it. It didn't work then.
They tried to make him look younger.
And if he's an elf, I thought they didn't age.
They age, just live a long time.
Oh. See, I'm still learning. This ain't.
You need to go back and watch these movies again.
This ain't a galaxy far, far away. This is Middle Earth. I'm trying to keep up.
I'm go back and watch some damn movies.
Talking about Sauron's and the Eye of Sauron and then Count Dooku was in it.
I'm sorry, what?
Who is Count Dooku in Lord of the Rings? What's his name?
Oh, he was
they was
not
pointing
Sauron.
Their sticks at each other and throwing each other
he was
sticks.
What is that man's name? Damn.
I don't know.
He was God damn it.
I don't remember his name. I kept saying Dooku.
That's gonna bother me now.
Dooku.
I was calling him Dooku and Magneto.
Dooku and Magneto is crazy.
Saruman. Thank you, Eugene.
Saruman has gone to Sauron.
Yeah, Saruman.
Oh.
He even sounded, he was Dooku. But yeah, I'm watching them. They're not bad. I don't dislike them. I think the dwarves are some motherfuckers. But yeah, I like them. They're pretty
stubborn bastards.
Yeah, they are. I'm like, damn, you're not gonna help your cousin out, nigga?
Did somebody?
Like, yeah, so yeah, they pretty good. Somebody was like, you should have recorded your reactions. Listen, I'm not gonna do that, and here's why I'm not. I'm definitely recording my reactions to Stranger Things season 5 because that's gonna be hype. Everybody's gonna be typing that in. I want to get in that algorithm. Nobody's typing in Lord of the Rings reactions right now. Just like nobody's typing in my Miss Doubtfire reaction. Nobody watched that, but me and my family and a couple of people in the chat. So I'm going to. I'm definitely doing Stranger Things, though. That's gonna blow. That should blow up. Should say that. Y'all going to see it in the theaters, or are you watching it? Finale.
I've never watched the series, so I'm like behind. I don't know if I should get in or if I should just give up. Once I get behind or don't know something, I don't tap in.
Stranger Things, the finale.
Stranger Things.
It's playing in the theater?
The finale
only for 3 days, I think. 3 days.
What?
3 days. Yep, it's gonna. Yep.
I might go see that. I might actually do that.
I'm doing it because you know it's gonna be sold out 3 days.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be trying to get.
Have they put the tickets up yet or no?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I had to go. Is it a
November
Fathom
26th.
event or is it just gonna be a regular thing?
A regular thing. 2
Look
hours.
at Netflix trying to make some theater money.
Yeah,
I shouldn't go just to spite them.
Ball.
Nah, I should not go just to spite them. Let's boycott it. Come on, y'all. Let's boycott them.
Yeah, it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed.
Yeah. I think people gonna go out for that.
I'll be there.
An actual premiere in the theater, like a finale, a series finale in the theater.
The series finale.
I'm surprised they didn't try something like this for Cobra Kai, leading into the Karate Kid movie.
People need to start doing that more with these big TV shows. Like, why is like House of the Dragon finale should be in the theater?
I agree.
Yes,
I agree. And maybe other people, once they start seeing this house, because this is going to be successful for Stranger Things, I think once they see it, they'll be like, hey, maybe we should, because this is a good idea all around. I think they should just start doing it.
For big properties, for sure.
I don't know if your name isn't Netflix, if you making any money off the streaming anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're perpetually operating in the black with most of these streaming platforms. That's why the prices keep going up and up and up and up and up. So you might as well.
And I'm confused here. Did she not? Are they not? Okay.
I didn't touch that story because I
didn't
like,
either.
I don't know, but
David Arbor and Millie. Didn't she
put up a harassment?
That's why I didn't touch it. I don't know what the hell
this was my tweet. I was like, wait a minute. I'm confused.
Hey, but no, go back to the video with them too. Look at him and then look at her again. Look what he does at first. He like, is it okay if I touch you? You know, you got them claims on me. You treat me like I'm a weirdo. Maybe. Is it okay if I touch you?
Hey, I didn't even notice he did that. Look at the first.
He's like, hold on now, don't sue me.
Hey, look, high five.
Right? Yeah, no, hey, ha. Distance will keep your bubble.
Like I saw, like, you know, first of all, I don't care about the story at all, but John, especially when they said there was no sexual nature in it, I was like, "Ooh, good. I'm glad because I like David Arbor."
You know what the fuck are we talking about? So you mean like she really felt like she was getting bullied on set?
Oh
like
yeah. I don't know. I don't have time for it either. I just know I was watching John talk about it. And he said, "Now people are going to be watching this and thinking during their scenes together." They have issues. John, I'm not. I'm watching. I'm watching Hop and 11. I don't give a damn. I got shit to do with me. This is season 5. Yeah, I don't care nothing about that. But yeah, no, I think that's everything.
Well, Tina, I definitely appreciate you filling in for Chill, helping me out while
Chill will be back,
making the way in. Yeah, Chill will be back here next week, hopefully.
Just to give everybody a quick little deal here, Chill he's fine. He's just working, you know.
Yeah,
he's working. Sure. So, and for the woke up, we will be back. He's working. I'm in the middle of. I'm moving. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going back to. I hate the city. So, so that way everything will be a lot smoother. But the show's still here. We're still here. Just busy.
For sure. Tina, let them know what you got going on, where they can find you.
She _dreads me. I'm gonna put up my Michael Jackson reaction video. Probably put that up tomorrow. I'm still trying to get the hang of the streaming thing. I'm gonna get my days together. But other than that, that's all I got going on. Nothing too special. For
sure. Darius?
Nothing. Like I said, nothing too special. Me and Chill will obviously try to get on when we can. Just won't be the consistent days right now. But show's still here.
You know where you can always find them? Thursday nights on the Pantheons, baby. Cue to Josh.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it.